Sophie, your friends all think I'm lonely, but they don't really know me. I guess I have to work on that. I found a piece of ground in this town, and I just don't need them around, putting labels on my back. No, front line, your doorstep is the front line, a battlefield of landmines, set to blow and I walk in. But lately you've been calling me baby, so I can walk in safely to let those glory days begin. And if no one looks up, they'll never see my smiling face and your warm embrace when you're standing next to me. Sophie, will you be my one and only? I know you've always known me to make the rules up as I go. All the same, I think we're winning this game, though we've never given it a name. So I just call it friend or foe. And if no one looks up, they'll never see my smiling face and your warm embrace when you're standing next to me. Sophie, will you be my one and only? Sophie,
Hello, uh-oh.
Hello, uh-oh.
Hello, uh-oh.
Hello, uh-oh.
There we are. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
My wife's here.
I'm here.
Can I get a kiss?
Mwah. That's a love kiss.
That's a love kiss.
Hello,
Anyway.
uh-oh.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Awesome gamers.
Got your time zones covered?
I got all my time zones covered, baby. And also, people love repetition, and that's what we got. Today, we are playing some PowerWash Simulator. We are just shrimply chilling out.
We're
And
we're cool.
what great timing, because I definitely didn't stay up until 5 a.m.
God, yeah, we were up. Okay, in our defense,
Okay.
not our fault.
Technically. We stayed up until 3 a.m. Or 2 a.m. Was it 2 or 3?
We stayed up till 2.
We stayed up until 2. And then we were washing our bed sheets, and they ended up smelling like really gross. So
They
we
were
had to
still
put it
stinky.
through another cycle because I think some of our appliances are haunted.
Our dishwasher's broken right now.
Our dishwasher's broken
As
right
well.
now.
Yeah, we've got haunted stuff. Our shower clogs constantly.
Our shower clogs. Our drains clog.
Our fucking bath. Your burp stank.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Our bathroom sink turns yellow.
Mhm,
That's pretty
mhm.
gross.
It's very gross.
It's because it doesn't drain properly.
It doesn't
So
drain.
all
of our-
your plaque from brushing your teeth gets stuck in it.
All of our bathroom appliances
Have
are
trouble
like
draining.
flat.
Yeah, they're very
You know,
flat.
the ideal sink is curved so that all the water drains.
Give it the bowl shape.
It shouldn't be that hard.
They made a
Why-
Minecraft sink
Why did they
when I
make a
wanted
Minecraft
when I wanted a
sink?
beautiful little fish bowl.
Exactly. No, but seriously.
Oh my God, sweetheart.
What?
What if one day we buy a house and we can choose our own sink?
No
I'm actually like
way.
tearing up.
Oh,
at the
hey,
idea.
mwah. It's
Oh my
okay.
gosh.
I love you.
We're gonna get to choose a sink one day.
One day, maybe. I mean, the house is gonna come with a sink. We might just settle.
No,
No.
I will not settle. Once we own a house, I am not settling. I'm gonna tweak the shit. You see how I treat my video games?
Okay,
I
okay.
tweak and prod at them. I'm gonna do the same to our eventual
You're
house.
gonna make
that we
this
own.
like a little Sims area.
Yes, 100%.
So today we're gonna be playing PowerWash Simulator, which is gonna be so cool. Since we stayed up until 5, I turned on my VTuber during pre-stream, which is why it didn't show up instantly. And also, I don't know if I have this downloaded. I think I do.
It's white. You got it.
Yeah, it's white. I got it. Yippee.
It would be gray if it was not downloaded in the Steam.
Fall Guys has an update queued, and it is taking everything in my power not to update it right
No,
now.
you're gonna
while
break
I'm on
the
stream.
You're gonna break it. You'll lose your bit rate.
It's gonna get borkin.
I'll get porkin.
How much RAM is in our future home?
How much RAM in the
Yeah.
future home?
Well,
At least like 16 gigs is like the basis.
Okay.
So I would say we want to do more than that. So probably, I honestly for our home, I'm willing to pitch in for 64 gigs.
will it have RGBs?
No, God no.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how hard we had to try to find like PC parts for you that didn't have RGBs? And
Uh-huh.
how much we failed at that because they don't exist. Everything has RGBs now.
Everything is RGBs.
I don't
so
want them.
I have eye issues that are linked to my brain issues, which means I am very photosensitive. Well, not very photosensitive, but I am photosensitive.
Reasonably photosensitive.
Reasonably photosensitive.
You get the
photo
migraines.
hurts my eyes and I get migraines, but I'm not. I don't think I'm at risk of like any sort of.
You're not
like,
seizure prone, but you're still
seizures or
photosensitive. There's a
anything. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can,
yeah,
you can be both.
Everything is RGBs now, and just even though my computer is under my desk for the time being,
Nice.
that's punctuation right there. That's an ellipses. Even though it's under my desk for the time being, I don't want my computer flashing next to me
No, it
and
sucks.
hurting my eyes. Speaking of lights flashing and hopefully not hurting your eyes, we got media shares on today,
We can watch
baby.
Shows.
We can watch shows.
Well, not really.
Not really.
Against
So,
the law. But we can watch
Basically,
YouTube.
we can watch
shows.
YouTubes and stuff. Just remember, DMCA stuff, don't worry about it. I genuinely don't care. If it gets muted, I don't mind. Except for do not put TV show stuff. Like, don't put entire clips of TV shows. That can get me in a lot of trouble. And don't be racist. I feel like I shouldn't have to say it, but I will say it anyway.
We've had issues with it.
Don't do it. Even if it's quote unquote just a joke, it still stinks. Oh my goodness. There's in between last PowerWash stream and this
Mhm.
PowerWash stream, there's been an update.
Mm-hmm.
It is now a fully fledged game.
Oh,
It is now a video game, which it's
Th-
out of
so
beta.
There's fishing?
There might be fishing.
Well, there better be because it's not a video game if there's not fishing.
True, but there might be I think there's new things because technically
Cool.
it's now like a game you can buy and stuff.
What? But it was already a. What?
It was in beta,
Oh, it's
but,
got
like, the
it's full
full-
release.
the
It's out
full
of be-
game
okay,
released,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
so I think we have more stuff.
Yeah, look around.
We got career mode, which we've done like part of that. We've done all
Yeah, this is where we were last time, I think.
Clean the bungalow.
let's
clean
stick with the
golf
career mode.
cart. Do you want to do career
let's
mode? We
career
got
mode it up.
specials, which is like the train we did.
Honestly, I want to clean the,
the
golf
fountain.
cart. I want to get in there.
You
want
wanna-
to the nooks and crannies of that golf cart.
You want to get all nasty in the golf
I
cart?
do.
All right, let me scoot for it.
Straight up, I would power wash a golf cart for $100.
Yeah.
God, I wish we had a power washer. I would straight up. I would pivot careers. If we got a power washer, I would just go door to door and like be like, "Do you want me to power wash your thing?"
I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you.
What if you clean my car?
Your car in real
got
life?
a hose. Yeah.
I mean, I could, but are you gonna pay me $100 for it?
I'll
It
pay,
feels counterintuitive considering the whole marriage thing.
I'll pay you in exposure.
I love you.
I love you.
Backing up a bit, speaking of just like the fucking don't be racist thing.
Yeah.
That is, I know, good start. I think it's so funny that like, so like if you join like a community, like a Discord server or whatever,
Sure.
if in their rules, one of the rules is just don't be racist, that is the biggest red flag on the planet. Does that make sense? No, we don't have that.
Let me open up our Discord.
No. Our rule is not don't be racist. Our rule is no bigotry, and we
Okay.
go in depth. What I'm saying is if you enter a community and one of their rules is just no racism, and that's the rule, like that's the end of the rule, biggest red flag in the fucking world.
Ours says
No hate speech of any manner. That is a much more inclusive. The problem with no racism is that's it. That's the rule.
It's a very
and so
base thing.
what it speaks to me is they're saying it just because it's like that's what you do when you make
It's
a
in
server.
style. It's the fad.
Well, it's not even just that it's the fad, but it's just like that's kind of just like expected. Like
Sure.
if you join okay, let me put it this way.
Sure.
If you were to join a Gmod Dark RP server right now, a cesspool of hell,
Okay.
every one of them is going to have don't be racist as like the third rule. It's always
feel
like the third rule. It's never the top one. It's always like the third rule.
it's never a top rule either.
Never.
Well, either I don't know, but I feel like don't be racist is a good rule.
Sure.
To have.
No. But the issue isn't the rule itself. It's the fact that that's the only rule they have regarding hate speech.
Sure.
That's
No,
the
okay,
problem.
That's fine.
Because that's the only rule they have. It's don't be racist, which means, to me, every time I see a community and that's the whole rule, it means the admins are not going to do anything about any sort of bigotry ever,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be bad.
So I want to actually turn this. I want to turn this
Please.
around and use this as a way to thank our mods because we
good
have
mods.
such a good mod
We
team.
have such good mods.
Our fucking oops, excuse me, I fucking bumped my mouse pad. The
okay.
the other mouse pad hasn't come in yet. But God, what is it called? Our mods are we have such an active mod channel.
Mhm.
I am going to sneeze. Hold on.
Duke muted the mic so you didn't get to hear the sneeze, and I'm very sad about it.
No, there Sophie, there was a Twitter that covered VTuber sneezes.
Oh no.
I think it deactivated.
That's freaky. That's weird.
And
I don't
like it
that.
could have been a joke.
No, I don't
I
like that.
don't want to try
I don't want
that.
to. Yeah, you don't want to tug on that rope.
It's the knock on enough doors type thing.
That's
Like,
exactly what I'm
you
saying.
know, you
yeah.
could be like,
ew, mold.
it's fine.
That's mold.
It's fine.
They
It's
got
fine.
moldy roof.
It's fine. Just breathe it.
No, don't. Mold.
It's fine. We'll just sniff it off.
Mold is scary.
Mold is horrifying.
Mold is very scary.
Yes.
Like
decay.
your food just gets fuzzy.
Right.
fucked
So I've been in a lot of modding like channels
Sure,
in
yeah, yeah.
Discords and stuff. Sorry, I'm like bringing it back to
No,
the
please.
thing. So I've been in a lot of those, and a lot of them have the sad fault of eventually becoming silent. You know,
Yep,
nothing's
it happens.
happening. No big things are happening. It becomes silent,
Yeah.
which is fine on one hand, but on the other hand,
It's a shame, but it's natural.
it's hard to pick it back up
Mhm.
if it goes fully silent.
It's
So-
how some communities just end up going.
Which is fine, but I feel like it almost starts up like complacency.
Oh, there's still some on the
Because-
underside of the roof.
Yeah, there is. Crap. But I feel like it starts up like complacency in the moderation space, because then people
yeah.
will go, well, is this enough of an issue to bring it up? You know, no one's talked here. Do I want to
Right.
bug anyone? And the answer to that should be yes.
Ooh, top left.
Even if it's mildly
On the bar.
on the bar. Oh yeah, nice catch. Even if it's like a little thing, and you go, oh hey, this user's being like a little weird. fucking bring it up. Because
Job complete!
even if
Mhm.
hey, that's us.
Whoa! Time lapse.
But like, even if it's just a red flag and it's nothing, you are building up like a history with that user. So even if it makes you uncomfortable once, maybe they've made you uncomfortable another time. Maybe they made someone uncomfortable months ago. Maybe this is actually like a reoccurring thing that they pop up every once in a while and fucking say something.
It leads to complacency, but I honestly, I'm gonna flip that even more on its head.
Sure.
I think mod complacency kills a server
Yes.
as well. I think it goes both ways.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that if mods aren't active, then the server is not going to survive. Also, somebody just mentioned they opened stream and you were greeted by some bald man playing GTA 5. Do you have the Twitch ad blocker? Because it got hijacked.
Do you have? I don't think it got. I don't know if
It had
hijacked
to.
is
I don't know, but all I know is you like. So Duke was having the same issue.
I have 2 Twitch ad blocks because one of them failed. And so yesterday I was switching between all my friends' live streams, including Socks, including a few VTubers and stuff, and every single one popped up as like 3 people, hip youngsters maybe
playing Fortnite. It wasn't an ad. It was somebody else's stream that it was being redirected to.
Someone else's stream.
I don't see what else it could be other than a hijack.
And there was a pop-up in the corner saying, "Oh, hey, please support us." But it's where the like the blocking ads thing would be, like up in the good old like what is it? What's the fucking button for it? No, that's.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for. Is it C? Yeah, it's over in like the
top.
You're doing the top left corner of the screen.
Very, very good.
I can gesture.
Good gesturing. Good gesturing.
I love you, but
yeah, no. Listen. I get it. It probably maybe could have been the developers or something. I just don't. I don't get it because
the thing I don't get is that it lined up exactly with Twitch having issues.
That's the thing.
Because like Twitch yesterday, for those of you who don't know, had issues with. I think there was issues with people, number one, logging into OBS. I saw people who were having issues with their like stream keys. They weren't able to access OBS, and they were having issues with that. There was a second issue with people going live, which was like a huge issue that I saw, and I think Twitch support made a tweet about it, and also OBS made a tweet about it.
Well, the thing is though that's
but then like on top of that, I was going to watch people who managed to get live, and then like.
Well, here's the thing though, as I don't think that's what the issue was, because your ad blocker stopped working a couple days before that. Remember?
My ad blocker did stop working.
So I think what happened is, I think the ad blocker stopped working, and either the developers or somebody who hijacked it decided, well, this isn't working anymore. Time to get some use out of it while I have a chance, and they made it redirect to either their stream or somebody they like stream or something like that. I think that's what happened.
Maybe
because like you said in the corner it says please support us.
Yeah,
and like ultimately, like what else are you gonna do if your ad blocker stops working? Like either you abandon it or you try and get a little bit of juice out of it at the last second. I don't know.
It's weird.
Regardless, you were redirected to somebody else, and if that's happening to you in chat. Check your Twitch ad blockers.
Yeah, check your Twitch ad blockers. Once I turned it off, sadly I had to see ads for some stupid fucking Amazon
it's not like
show.
it was stopping ads anymore anyway.
Yeah, but at least I got to see purple and silence instead of seeing an ad. I prefer silence over being sold shit to. Because then I can just space out until I hear someone's voice.
I cannot understand how Twitch is so adamant about not providing a better user experience.
Okay, you know what perplexes me? What perplexes me is that like a solid like 70% of the ads are for Amazon Prime.
That's the thing. They're for so they're not actually making money. They're not making money. They're like, sure, maybe theoretically they're getting like, you know, the money off sales off Amazon. But that's a gamble.
I think so. That's a huge gamble. There's no external money. Like I made like last month I made like $10 off of ads. Where? Were you guys clicking on any fucking links? I don't think you were clicking on any links. You better not be clicking on any links. Like fucking I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
To be fair, I don't think you get paid for clicks on ads. Just for people watching.
True.
Yeah,
But,
I think people have to actually click them. But anyways.
It's just nuts to me. Because it's all ads for Amazon shows and shit. And the thing is yar har har. You know?
Well, it's just Twitch is so adamant about it. Like,
they're
straight
so
up
adamant.
the
They'll
answer
go, like,
is in video ads. The answer is banner ads. There are ways to do this without interrupting the stream, and they just seem to be refusing to do that. I remember they dabbled with it very briefly. There was a couple of small banner ads, and then they're just gone. They're like, no, we're just doing video ads. It almost feels like spite. It almost feels like spite. They're like, no, we're gonna make this work.
And the thing is okay, so I follow some, like, people who do, like, Twitch news, right?
Sure.
And the people who do Twitch news, they're like, oh, hey, like, maybe warn people before the ads. You know, they're trying to say, like, oh, it's, like, partners only, you know, this is great for affiliates because they're not gonna lose viewers. Make it make sense. But, like, this is great for affiliates because they don't get to, like, lose viewers, but partners can lose viewers, and that's good for them. Make sure to warn people before the ads, by the way. There has to be a better way to do this. There has to be a better way to do this that is beneficial to both Twitch and to their streamers.
The thing is, Twitch ads are some of the most, like, what's the word? Intrusive ads.
Incredibly intrusive.
I've ever seen.
They are 30 seconds long.
That's the default setting.
They are, like,
you can set it up to, and they
30
encourage
seconds
you
long.
to set it up to like 2 to 3 minutes
Which
of
is
ads
insane.
straight.
I love you. If I had to watch your stream, my wife's stream, and I was interrupted every hour
or so
by, like, 3 minutes of ads, I would not watch your stream. And I mean that as lovingly as possible.
No,
Like, I'm
it
subscribed to
literally-
you, so I don't have to.
it
But, like,
it takes people off streams. The thing
takes
about
people
streams
off.
is it's not like a dedicated TV show.
uh-huh.
Right? A dedicated TV show is there's an episodic formula. There's things to keep you coming back. A
Plus
stream
it
is
pauses.
Plus it pauses. A stream is, I feel like chilling today. I'm going to hang out with this streamer, generally. Even if they are doing a series. Like, it's like, I feel like chilling with this streamer today is more commonly what streams are about. And they're live.
And they're live.
Like,
But also,
it doesn't
make
make sense.
This is the age of subscription-based services. This is no longer the age of television and, like, taking a break for 15 minutes of ads. This is no longer that age. We want instant gratification. We do not want to sit for 2 to 3 minutes of ads.
It's true.
We want the shit instantly.
I don't
It's
understand from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Instant gratification is in right now.
Instant
It is
gratification.
how you succeed.
We've got TikTok. We have Amazon Prime, which
They
is
know! They invented it!
literally their fucking shit.
Oh.
Like, that is their stuff. They should understand what the draw of subscription-based services is. It's not just the draw of, like, oh, hey, we have all your favorite shows. It is, we have your favorite shows that you can watch, and there's no ads.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's just cable again.
And, like, sure, you can get subs or Twitch Turbo or whatever the fuck, but, like, it's not... The ads are so intrusive that you are pushing people away who may have been somebody who could have bought a Twitch sub or Twitch Turbo.
Absolutely.
If they had stuck around. People need reasons to buy those things.
I'm not going to subscribe to a person who I just met.
Exactly.
I'm not going to... Like, that sounds shitty of me, but, like,
no, you're right.
We have limited financial stuff. By the way, media shares are on. Like, I'm not going to throw $5 at every single streamer I'm going to
I would
meet.
pick up Netflix if there was a show I wanted to watch on Netflix.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Right?
No,
I am
like,
coming in with something with expectations. On a stream, there is a period where the streamer has to, like, win you over.
And they have to sell it.
They have to sell it.
Josie,
thank you for the sub.
13 months, fuck yeah.
If you...
Diacromancer just subscribed for 13 months. God, I love stealing from insert subscription-based megacorp here.
Base. What were you gonna say, darling?
if you're not sold yet, then, like, on the streamer, then you're not gonna buy a sub.
Exactly.
So, like, Twitch it straight up does not make sense. Like, I swear to God, from a business sense, it does not make sense.
Yeah, you're driving away more potential subscriptions.
You are!
Because what you are doing is you are driving people to only watch, like, 2 to 3 streamers who you can afford, and you will only support them, and any other streamer is going to be out of your comfort zone, and you will not watch them because
which damages
of
small
those ads.
streamers.
Which, first off, damages small streamers. Second off, damages large streamers because they won't get noticed. Even if you see someone with like 100 views, right? Or 1,000 views, and you go, hey, what's all this?
Jax,
thank you so much.
Team, tipped $10. Man, I can't imagine why this tune came to mind. Smile.
You good?
You are a pirate.
Duke is losing it laughing. This is like, this is a classic.
It's a classic. No, that's why I love it.
It's funny. This has moved past laughing for me. This is like hearing the national anthem.
Yes,
But
put your hand over your heart.
for a country you care about. Like, it's like, dude, I just turned to you and you were like losing it laughing. It's very sweet. It's very cute.
I just think it's funny. Plus, I'm happy to get to listen to this song.
Of course. I just thought it was funny because, like, you know, again, like this is LimeWire days. Like,
Well, Sophie, I wasn't allowed on the internet. For a
I
long
know
time.
that's the thing. Trust me, I
am
know.
new to this stuff. I get to enjoy it for the
I know,
first
and I'm
time.
happy about that. It's very cute. No, like I'm
It's
saying,
not
it's very
old to me
positive
yet.
thing. It's very, it makes me happy.
Uh-huh. You're a pirate. Yar har.
Yar har.
Dude, careful, there's a little pig Sophie on your shoulder. She just looked at me and was like,
we did the like the oh ta ta face. I don't know what else it would be called, but that's the only.
am I going to be defined by Otata?
You are
for
the
rest of my
otata.
life?
Yeah.
Oh,
But the you know the
no.
point back with the agape mouth thing.
Yeah.
I call that literally when I think of that when I try to describe it, it's the otata thing because of the fan art that somebody made of that.
Yeah, it's very cute.
That's how it's described. Because there's what else are you gonna call it?
God, I
The
got
gasp pointy meme.
the Wojak or the Soyjak like pointing back at me.
Yeah,
But
like,
you don't want to
that's
say
too many words.
Soyjak.
I want to say otata.
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 Otata. I gotta update my my fan art showcase at the
Yeah,
beginning of
do it.
stream. I've shrimply been too lazy. God, what was I saying? Oh right. So I've done this. Is I've looked at streamers who have like 1,000 viewers, right? I go through a minute of ads, and they are in a lull. They're just sitting there. They're you know playing the game, but there's no talking, and I feel like my timer is already up. So I go, maybe next time,
Yep.
and I leave.
It happens
because
to everybody.
It is no instant gratification, no instant talking, no instant catch. I've already sat through like 30 seconds of ads.
Also,
and I am done.
I want
I'm
to talk about the
hooked.
idea of warning before an ad hits.
Sure.
So that's a function that we are able to use as streamers. Technically, it's kind of awkward to set up. It's not built into OBS or anything, so you have to open up an entirely separate window for it. But theoretically, yes, you can get warned before ads play, and you can schedule them for certain times. Here's the problem. If I'm playing, I don't know, The Legend of Zelda, sure, I can pause while an ad plays. I can chill out for a bit. If I'm playing
Apex
Legends, and
Or
I'm in the
Fortnite.
middle of a game, I can't just pause.
And you are getting epic gamer kills.
It's an online game, Mom. I can't pause it.
It's an online. But the thing is,
That's how Twitch got famous.
Twitch got famous from that. Twitch is about broadcasting esports.
That's where Twitch got their name
That's where
from.
Twitch got their.
So it doesn't make any sense.
It makes absolutely no sense. There are so many, and it's still popular. There are so many.
It's still Twitch's
online
big, like,
multiplayer,
moneymaker.
like fucking Ninja is like the big Twitch
know.
streamer guy, and he got it from Fortnite. He can't be like, "Hey, 10-year-olds, like,
I'm
gotta
gonna
wait
chill
a
for a
minute,
couple
gonna
minutes
chill
while an
for a
ad
second
plays.
while an
like,
ad
well, he's in the
plays,
middle of
like-
cranking sick 90s. What does
Exactly.
cranking sick 90s mean?
I don't know.
I've never known.
know.
I've never known, and I've always wondered. Can somebody in chat please fucking tell
If
me?
I had
I've
to-
asked this on chat. And nobody's been able to tell me. What is cranking 90s?
If I had to guess, and this
It's
is
like 90-degree angle,
this is like
right?
a pure shot in the dark. I'm pretty sure it's probably like building, right?
It means
It
spinning
means
really fast
spins
to build a house
Okay,
around
that
you.
makes sense.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're doing a 360-degree turn
but
to
you
build
gotta
a house.
you gotta turn 90 degrees.
But you don't.
No, you gotta turn 90 degrees to build the walls. So you have to like 90 degrees build, 90 degrees build, 90 degrees
But
build,
it's
right?
instant, so you can just spin in a circle and hold the button down.
Yeah, but that's because you're cranking sick 90s.
I don't get it. Anyways, the point is, there are so many ways to fix this. You can do in banner ads. You can do banner ads. You can do in video ads. You can do corner ads. Straight up, I wouldn't even care if they played a video while I was still talking. Even if it was a little annoying, I'd prefer that to what we currently have.
So here's the thing. I literally mocked this up on Twitter a while ago.
I remember.
But there is Twitch built in over in the fucking corner, right above chat, right where you see like the little subscription, like high score things. A while ago, I don't know if it's still a thing, whenever you rated a channel, the channel that you rated would have a, hold on, my brain's loading. It would have a channel ad that would play. And it has a built-in media player. It has a built-in thing that was playing during the stream, and you could pause it, you could mute it, and you could watch the stream while it played.
It's just very clear that they have the infrastructure
technology.
for this. They have the infrastructure.
But number two,
it's built in.
Number two, imagine if it said, "Hey, support the creator by watching these ads.
Right?
You will give the creator X amount of money."
Fucking make it like how free mobile games do it, where
Make
it's
it
like
how
if you
fucking
click this,
mobile
the streamer
games-
gets supported. Like
Exactly.
where they're like, oh, watch this ad and you'll get like a fucking skin for your ball.
Remember
Like,
ads for bits? Remember when people could watch
Oh my
ads
God,
for bits?
yeah.
They should recycle that to say, watch this ad to support the streamer you are currently watching. And it will just be there. It can be a tab. You can click on the tab. You can click, hey, I want to watch this video. There's downtime. It's a BRB. I'll watch this video for 30 seconds. I might watch a second video for 30 seconds. Twitch will get that revenue. The streamer will get that revenue. Everyone is happy, hunky-dory.
Also, Girl Stream Team saying, I mean, that would be rad, but it's like saying if you watch these, a stream will get 0.001 cents. Don't talk about it in cents then. Talk about it in bits.
Talk about it in bits.
Use bits. Be like, if you watch this ad, the streamer will receive 1 bit.
Yeah. And maybe it can pop up on stream. Maybe you can build in a new thing saying, hey, X just watched an ad, and it could be a little pop-up, or you can have it as a thing, like a fucking alert, and
even that, they don't even have to do. They have the existing infrastructure for advertisements that don't interrupt streams.
Yes.
They have the infrastructure for banner ads. They have the infrastructure for, like, the in-chat ads.
Yes.
They can do these things, and they just aren't.
Because they can.
And, like, it happens occasionally. You can see it happen. Like, 1% of the time, they'll do a little banner ad if you're in incognito. If you're in incognito, pretty much.
Yeah.
But like,
which is ridiculous.
It's just absurd that you can't. That they don't like. This is not about, oh, woe is me, I'm annoyed. I'm talking about this from a business decision.
Yeah.
This is something that could kill Twitch in the long run.
Yeah.
Because all that has to happen is YouTube has to say, hey, we're not going to do this.
Yeah.
And then YouTube wins.
And YouTube,
if they're owned by Google, it's not guaranteed they're going to do that, but they could just do that.
Hey, speaking of YouTube, what are your thoughts on Twitch's recent decision to
PR move? I know what you're talking about.
PR move?
Oh yeah, you can co-stream. You can stream on simultaneously on different websites now, except not on YouTube or on anything except for you can do live videos on Instagram and TikTok.
Wait, for real?
That's what it is. Yeah, if you read the thing. You're not allowed. It straight up says you're not actually. It says you're allowed to do this now. Just kidding. It says you can now stream on other. We're getting rid of the exclusivity. You can stream on other platforms, but not on any ones we choose not for choose. So yeah, you can't stream on YouTube still. You can't stream. No, you can't do any of this. You can essentially, if you read through the whole email, they literally say, this is so you can do like live blogs with Instagram and TikTok. That's all it is.
So no competitors.
Oh,
wow. Yippee.
It's for live blogging.
It's for live blogging.
And that's it.
God, that's funny.
Yep. PR
God,
move.
That's funny.
Fully PR move.
PR move.
Mm-hmm. They seriously did title the email, and the first paragraph is like, yeah, we're getting rid of exclusivity, which was like, sounds great, and then you read the rest of it, and you're like, oh, really? This is nothing.
That's it. Wow. Thanks.
Yeah, full PR move. I saw a Twitter person saying, well, this is a huge W.
Anonymous, thank you.
What is this? Markiplier? Wait,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Markiplier.
Is that Markiplier?
I think that's Markiplier.
Is that Marky Moo? Hi, Markiplier.
That's Markiplier.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
Five
Marky
Nights
Moo,
at
all right.
Freddy's. That's new. Freddy's ass is never new. Freddy's ass is a constant
That's
in
a
this
classic.
day and age.
Nothing new about it. That's classic, baby.
If you've been on the internet, you've seen Freddy throwing it back.
It's true. But yeah, ultimately, I think I like Twitch a lot as a platform for streaming. I like it more than YouTube. I like the way it is set up, but they are constantly making so many head-ass decisions that this platform's not going to last. It is hard to make a competitor to Twitch. You need a lot of money because straight up, I'm a little bit in Twitch's defense. Streaming platforms need a lot of bandwidth.
A lot of bandwidth
is
a lot of money.
Lot of bandwidth.
It is going to lose you a lot of money before it makes you money.
YouTube and Twitch don't make a ton of money. It's like they don't profit much.
YouTube's owned by Google and Twitch is owned by Amazon. Those are two
Those are mega corporations.
massive corporations.
They can afford to do this. It's a reason Mixer didn't last. This stuff is expensive. I get it, but there are better ways to monetize it. Like I have I am not afraid to complain about Amazon for a million years and then some.
Oh, absolutely.
But from a business decision, this is not sustainable.
The only issue is that it's a
monopoly.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to be forever. The thing is, there's a lot of rich companies out there, and somebody else is going to eventually jump on this. Mixer might not have taken off, but it's not impossible for another Mixer to come along.
The thing is we at least know what Mixer is. And that's a bigger step than a lot of other things take. Like, hypothetically speaking, wasn't it bought up? It was bought by... I think it was bought by Facebook, wasn't it? Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know.
Can you fucking believe that Facebook... Hey, look, a banner ad? Fucking screenshot it. I'm not even kidding.
Facebook tried to get into streaming.
Yeah, remember
they
fucking
still are,
Facebook streaming? God,
yeah,
that's nuts.
there's a niche for it, actually. I used
Apparently.
to use Facebook before we met.
Disgusting.
I know. And yeah, there's people who stream on Facebook. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
But
That's
YouTube,
fucked up.
straight up, YouTube, like, if Google wants to get their asses into gear, YouTube could take over Twitch.
Oh, absolutely.
It absolutely could. YouTube has it is a household name.
Yes.
It is
Everybody. Old people know what it is.
Fucking old people know what it is. They showed YouTube in Better Call Saul.
They showed YouTube in Better Call Saul?
They showed YouTube in Better Call Saul because old lady was watching funny cat videos on YouTube.
No, but that's the thing. YouTube has a broader age demographic.
It does.
And
YouTube can come up and swoop Twitch out from under the rug. As all they have to do is clean up their streaming services because YouTube streaming stuff is not super ideal right now.
Yeah.
But as soon as they decide to do that, it's over for Twitch. Twitch has to change something.
If you go up to Mima and you go, oh, hey, I stream on Twitch, she'll go, what's a Twitch? But if you go up to Mima and you go, oh, yeah, I do YouTube, she'll go, I'm disappointed in you. But she will know what you're talking about.
My mom would be like, that's awesome, honey.
No, I love you. I'm just making
You are
jokes.
right, though. Like, when people ask us what we do, we try and vaguely describe it, and always their reaction is, oh, like YouTube.
Oh, like YouTube.
Every time.
And we have to go, well, kinda.
Yeah.
Sorta. I mean, we also are on YouTube, !YouTube, but, like, it's so close, but not quite.
And you're right, Josie, it is hard to find live people on YouTube.
Incredibly
They just
so.
have to make the change, is the thing. It is a heartbeat change. They could take it over.
Yeah, they could. Do you know what has always perplexed me?
What's that?
YouTube splitting off into a bunch of different fucking services.
Yeah, like YouTube Gaming and the YouTube Music. They were trying something.
YouTube Music.
YouTube has had a wild history.
I genuinely don't understand it at all because I've never ever clicked on those and I go, ooh,
it's corporate experimentation.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because YouTube, again, it doesn't make a ton of money. I'm pretty sure they operated at a loss for years and years and years. It is an expensive thing that just gets too. It's like Tumblr, where it is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
And it's better than Tumblr. They make more money than Tumblr does, obviously. But it gets too many clicks to give up. Like, it has way too much attention.
Oh, the potential is there.
It is incredible potential. They just are trying to figure out how to make it work.
How to squeeze the last little bits
There's
out.
a lot of corporate experimentation going on. YouTube has chilled out a bit. They had a weird CEO. I don't know if she's still in charge, but the person who ran YouTube for a while was kind of weird. And made a lot of weird choices. I used to be like really deep into like YouTube history and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
that's
Well,
interesting.
because I've watched Let's Plays since I was like 8 years old.
Oh my god.
I have been.
I'm so sorry.
I remember when YouTube got a .ca link, and there was a big banner on the top of the screen that says "Welcome YouTube to Canada," and I was confused because I was 8 and I had already been watching YouTube, and I'm in Canada, and I didn't understand that they had a .ca link.
Mm-hmm.
But like, is their name Susan? I do remember YouTube Red shows. Duke and I talked about YouTube Red shows last night.
We were. Oh my god, we were talking about YouTubers and like
live action
and stuff, and it's like there's not as much of a
like target audience.
Audience.
We were talking about Team 4-Star specifically.
Yeah.
Because Team 4-Star is brought up with is comprised of a lot of extremely talented,
incredibly talented individuals.
Like really, really incredibly talented and passionate individuals.
Yeah. I watched them in high school. Oh my goodness.
I know. They
How old
I mean
do
they
you feel?
they are like a household name, right?
They were.
If you don't know, these are the Dragon Ball Z abridged guys. Like they nailed it.
They did a few abridged series.
You know,
that kind of
they got a lot of like legal issues with Toei Animation for Dragon Ball Z abridged, so they decided to shelve it.
Yep.
And I totally understand. You know, you can't do the same thing forever. They had been doing it for years at that point. Yeah. They ended it off with the Cell Saga. It was great. I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. They clearly want to branch out. Like, they are so clearly wanting to branch out. And yet they cannot let go of Dragon Ball and their legacy. Mm-hmm. Everything on their main channel right now is either a podcast with Dragon Ball branding, mm-hmm. a 3D animated Dragon Ball original short, mm-hmm. or anime in this many minutes, which is their only currently successful series they have going. And if you go back a few years, they tried a bunch of stuff. There's like horror short films and like an entire live action miniseries that they did. Mm-hmm. They clearly want to branch out as like, you know, artists and filmmakers. But I was talking to Duke, and I just think that they're so unable to let go of that legacy of the abridged series that they're not able to make a decision. They can't either let go of Dragon Ball and do their own thing, or go back to doing abridged stuff and go full on it. They can't make a choice.
I feel like that's a huge issue with a lot of creative people, because
especially people who got creative before algorithm stuff became popular, because they got popular before it was algorithms. They just got popular because it was good content.
It was good. It was funny. It was creative.
None of their stuff works to the algorithm too. Like, their current stuff is so like algorithm unfriendly now. Mm-hmm. If you look at it, like, it's weird to say. Like, I mean, algorithms suck, but they are how the internet works, and it is a business thing.
You have to play towards it.
And they don't. Their thumbnails have no brand consistency. Mm-hmm. Their uploads are very sporadic, and there's no consistency between them. So as a consumer, you don't really know what to expect when you go to that channel anymore. Yeah, it's a shame because they're so talented, and I really want to see them succeed, but they just aren't letting go. Mm-hmm. It sucks a lot when you're so known for something that becomes your brand when you don't necessarily want to do that forever. I agree, and that does suck. But I think the issue is I don't think they're willing to let that go.
Because the thing is that change is scary.
It is scary, absolutely.
And first off, we live in a society. I'm not going to bring up the Joker model, but we live in a society which you need money, and in order to get money on the internet, you need consistency.
They're trying to choose between like creative freedom and money.
Exactly.
And they are in a limbo state where they are hemorrhaging views. They're not making good money. And they're very clearly not doing what they want to do creatively. Or at least not to the fullest extent.
Exactly. Because like it's scary, and you want the consistency, and once something works online, you can ride that for a while.
Oh yeah, God,
you know? Like you can do a thing for a long time until it gets old, or until your fan base grows out of it.
You know who's a great example of this?
Who?
Germa.
Germa
was huge, and he did it for years on YouTube.
Yeah.
And eventually, he got burnt out.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be doing TF2 anymore. And he branched off, and it was hard for him to do. Mm-hmm. But eventually, he worked at it. He went all in on getting away from TF2 and doing what he wanted to do. He wants to do big shit. Like, I remember when
events.
I remember when the live action Germa Rumble was released. Oh my god. That's what he was born to do. That's what he's currently passionate about.
Yeah.
And he's going all in, and it has been so successful for him.
Have you seen those clips of the fucking oh god, what is it? Baseball stuff?
Not yet. I've seen a little bit, but not much. But like, it's clear, like, Germa was the TF2 guy.
Yeah.
Him and Star. And both of them wanted to break out. And they had to go all in to do that. You know? And now Germa is extremely successful doing something completely different. He has an entirely different, like, reputation now. Now Stir, yeah, I'm never gonna call him that. So you don't know Star, Duke. Star,
I don't know a lot of things.
Star was like Germa's best friend or whatever, or just like partner in YouTubing.
Sure.
They were both they both got TF2 famous. They were both very, very big, and they always collabed together. And Star very much got burnt out earlier than Germa did, I think.
That's understandable.
I think got a little bit bitter for a while. I think I've seen more Star stuff recently, and I think that, you know, they've gotten a lot better. But
yeah,
definitely was bitter for a while, I think. And in a sort of, I think, post-ironic change their name, their branding to Stir instead of Star, because it's like, you know, silly. And I'm never gonna call them that, not because I have an issue with the name change, but because I think Stir is awkward to say.
I love you.
Stir created his own tabletop RPG? That's fucking awesome.
That's sick as hell. God, oh no. You cannot tell me I need to do this.
Okay.
But I have a tabletop RPG that I've been working
Please
on ever
do
since
it. I want to
college.
do it. I want to be in it. I want to be in it.
It's so... I've looked at the notes. They make no fucking sense.
You could put something together, though.
I could put something
It
together.
would be amazing.
But also it's branded. It's based off Fallout.
Who cares? It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I want to
maybe.
do a Fallout TTRPG with you.
You want to do a Fallout
You've told me about it, and I
TTRPG
really
with
want to
me?
do it.
I hope it didn't spoil too much. I've only told you like a little bit because I don't want to like...
No, that's okay. You haven't
ruin it
told
for
me any
you.
plot points. You gave me the setting, and that's it.
Yeah.
You've actually given me very little about it, because you know how much I want to play it.
I know, and I love you. Oh, God.
I love you. We will do it.
Oh, man.
Remember, I found an entire TTRPG base that is based for, like, Fallout-related stuff that we could use.
True.
I forget what it's called, but I've got it somewhere.
10-0-R
Okay, thank
underscore
you. There it is.
tip $4.20. Here's a funny
God.
moment from the baseball
I fucking
stream.
love this scene. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, watch it, please.
You know what, Gary? You have to appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Riding right through into the cave. There. Dump truck is.
Holy shit.
Right?
I see. It's like a Looney Tunes Warner Brothers thing. Yeah, he's got his little.
Germa's incredible.
Germa is so
Truthfully.
fucking funny.
Like, I am so happy to see how far he's come.
Right?
Like, Germa has... I watched him when I was, like, 16 years old.
Wow.
Like-
when you were a little baby.
And he's always been this funny. And he just... I remember, like, feeling like he wants to do bigger things. And to see he's actually gotten there is amazing to me.
Hell yeah. I love you.
I love you. Mwah.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
I just remember, like, watching his old channel as he, like, got more and more... Like, he built an entire fucking, like... in a video game level editor, he made, like, an entire video game environment for a joke video.
Holy shit.
I mean, Rat Movie, that's a classic. He, like, used a shitty old animation program from a million years ago to make a... Like, he clearly wanted to do big things.
Absolutely.
Because, like, he got famous off of just, like, game clips. Like, just gameplay videos. Hey, everybody. Germa here. Welcome to another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary.
Really?
Yeah, that's how he would start them all.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute.
But the point is, he went all in on it. Like, like it's kind of a joke now that he's kind of abandoned the main channel. But like,
Sure.
it was to do bigger and better things,
Absolutely.
and that's okay.
I think that's good for creators to like get out of their comfort zones.
I think so too. Anyways, the point is that Team 4-Star needs to buckle down and choose what they want to do.
Oh, absolutely.
I think. Because I want to see them do beautiful things. Because I think that they're capable of it too.
You're fucking funny people, great voice acting, proficiency in 3D stuff. They could fucking make their own original shit.
They could.
I feel like at this point, Dragon Ball is dragging them down.
I think so too.
Get it? Haha. But like, yeah, I think they could do great. I do think they could do great things. Right, but the live action thing we were talking about.
Oh
Fucking-
yeah. There's no market for it.
There's like no market for live action stuff.
Can anybody tell me any successful live action stuff on YouTube.
Like super successful.
And I'm talking, when I say live action, I mean like we're talking like TV show styled thing. Whether it's like a game show or stuff that's trying to emulate live action TV, because that's essentially what it is, right? Like,
yeah,
that's like YouTube Red Shorts did that a ton. I remember the Game Grumps had theirs. The fucking Game Theory had theirs. I will say stuff like, just because somebody's visually in the frame doesn't count. I'm talking like a serialized show type deal. There's nothing.
There's not really anything, at least that we know of.
The only stuff that is live action that works is very unique to YouTube as a platform. And if you try to emulate what TV has done, it just doesn't really seem to work.
Mm-hmm.
I've never, ever, ever seen it successful.
Yeah, like shorts and one-offs seem to be the only like kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. And they're very rare.
And they have like a home video quality to them.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever people try to emulate like
actual
TV
TV
shows, it's difficult.
Am I talking about trying to emulate a TV show specifically? It's sort of a vague concept I'm trying to identify, but yeah, kind of.
Sort of.
I'm talking things like, I mean, again, Team 4-Star, their unabridged series. I'm talking things like the Nostalgia Critics, fucking, what was it called?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Film, the movie, the demo reel, that's what it's called.
Demo reel.
That sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess Darman. Oh, that is a good point.
Shit, that's memes though. Fuck. No, actually,
that is a good point.
You got a point.
All right, fair enough. They are successful.
It's beginning.
And it is very much like a TV show type of format. Okay, you got me on one.
All right. Well, it looks like you're wrong forever, darling.
Anyways, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's very rare to work and...
Moot, not mute, by the way. I fucking butchered that.
I know what you meant. Does College Humor now Dropout count? No, because College Humor is also a shadow of their former selves. College Humor had,
Well, yeah, but are you saying that they have to be consistently successful, or are you saying that...
What I'm saying is that the live-action shows on YouTube very rarely have any, like, success to them.
Okay.
I'm not saying they can't be good.
They were successful at some point, were they?
Yeah, but College Humor wasn't trying to emulate TV. They were doing comedy skits, which... I think it's different. I'm again, stuff like demo reel stuff, like this is serialized, like episodic stuff that they're trying to do. College Humor was never about that. They were just doing skits.
So you're talking about like actual like shows, like with plots and shit.
Like YouTube Red shit. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I prefer their new stuff too. College Humor is like they've got some decent stuff now, but they are not as successful as they once were.
I feel like that's something to say about a lot of shows that were around during our fucking,
yeah, I mean, that's just how things
high
go.
school years and stuff. People just kind of get tired of shit.
Anyways, I don't have a grandiose point. All I'm trying to say is I see a lot of YouTubers try and do like a live-action demo reel-esque TV show type YouTube series, and it never works out.
Hey, can I have a hot take that is absolutely wrong? Whenever I watch like oh god, what are they called? YouTubers who, you know, like talk about something. They're the ones, commentary type YouTubers, right?
Sure.
And they try to put a skit into their video. I always skip it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about Scott the Woz right now.
No, not just Scott the Woz. Scott the Woz is part of the problem. Anyway, fucking Scott the Woz. No, not Scott the Woz though. I feel like it is consistently almost every single commentary. You know what? Bomber guy, a guy whose videos I fucking respect. He had a phase of this too. Like, it is consistent within like most commentary like YouTubers. They go through a phase where they start doing skits, and I always skip through it.
It is the angry video game nerd effect.
It is the angry video game nerd effect.
Straight up,
but seriously,
it is AVGN's influence. Actually, I'm very confident. I think I can say that quite confidently. Because AVGN did the same thing, and AVGNs were successful, but it was also a very different era of YouTube. And I'm not going to say, like, stuff like the modern stuff is also fairly successful as well. But yeah, it's AVGN, because AVGN, as the episodes went on, started to do more grandiose shit. He was the DNA!
He was the DNA!
Actually, straight up, every review show you've ever seen on YouTube is born from AVGN. That's where the DNA was invented. AVGN invented that style. It's crazy, actually.
That's neat
to think about. Yeah,
but also scary.
No, not Normal Boots. Normal Boots was also an AVGN like expansion. I mean, I hate to say the name, but JonTron straight up said that AVGN was the inspiration for doing what he did.
We should start naming these like video games, like AVGN like or whatever. Are you is this for YouTube or AVGN like, AVGN light? Like what are they?
You're right.
Uh-huh.
But that's what it is. Because that is where the DNA for all these review shows comes from. Sitting in front of a camera, playing a video game, making jokes. AVGN invented that.
Alright.
AVGN can.
No. Anyway, by the way, all these people I've talked, well, most of them, I respect and stuff, so if they somehow get a hold of this clip, things that Duke say do not reflect his beliefs.
I've had moments like that before. I've said stuff, and then somebody goes
You
like,
have said-
really? You said this? And I was like,
Sweetheart, I
really
love you.
believe
You
that.
have made a tweet about a specific person, and they have responded to you. I'm not going to name who because I forgot who they are, but they responded to you.
Oh, Silva Gunner.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they responded to you, and you had to make it
Put
up.
out that fire.
You had to put out that fire.
Yeah, somebody was asking about Silva Gunner, and I was like, yeah, I don't get too excited about them. They work on Friday Night Funkin'. And listen, I'm gonna stand by. I don't like Friday Night Funkin'. I don't like Newgrounds. I don't like a lot of these things. I'm sure that, you know, the woman behind Silva, well, not the only person, but like the woman who essentially runs Silva Gunner, one of the lead people running it. I'm sure she's a great person. I'm sure that her work on Friday Night Funkin' is very, very, very well crafted.
Sure.
I still think that Newgrounds sucks. And I don't respect a game that is built to celebrate.
Oh, you have
I spat all
spat
over
on
you.
me.
I'm so sorry. I don't respect a game that is built to celebrate Newgrounds. She took it cool. I messaged her about it. I was like, "Hey, that was mean, and I'm sorry." And she was like, "Hey, it's cool. I get it."
Shockwave has tipped $5. Big Beat Mario.
Mario. Yeah.
Pops.
Fuck it
This
up,
is a big
Mario.
beat. Thanks, Mario, for this big beat.
Thanks, Mario.
But yeah, that was
Thanks,
funny.
Steve.
I felt so embarrassed after.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
as
she
you
follows
should.
me.
now
Still
she
does.
follows
Also,
you.
that, you know, I haven't burned that bridge.
Yeah.
Yet. Well, I don't plan to.
No.
Hey, maybe she's watching this right now. Hi.
Yeah. If so, hi.
Hi.
Sorry. I get so worried about talking about people.
I
on
do too.
stream.
I think I've gotten better about it. Like I used to be very worried about it, and now I think I've kind of gotten to a point where I know how to pick my words. That's not going to bite me in the ass later.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I'm not too worried about this person. I don't have any real problems with this person as an individual. My issues are with Friday Night Funkin' and Newgrounds, and like it's not like. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Anyway,
the
fuck
point.
Penny Parker. Absolutely.
Yeah,
hate
fuck
her.
Penny Parker. No, but I always get worried that like
for certain.
Like there's some people that are just so reprehensible. I'm not afraid to talk about how shitty they are.
Sure.
You know, I've
only
knocked that
reason why-
hornet's nest enough times.
The only reason why I'm ever worried about it is fan backlash.
That's the thing. I was gonna say because I mean I just said I've knocked that hornet's nest enough times. I've had like a lot of people coming in with the death threats.
Yeah.
With the KYS's.
The good old Twitter shit.
The good old Twitter shit. I've had that happen because I
Voiced your opinions online.
voiced my opinions
you
online.
foolish
believe it.
woman.
Like here's a small example. One that is not going to get us in any trouble because I think the general consensus is safe.
Okay.
Pro Jared being talked about again recently.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Chase made a tweet about it. And
Oh yeah, I saw. I'm like, oh no, that's a hornet's.
that's
nest
a hornet's
right there.
nest hitter right there,
Oh,
right? Like
no.
I think we're fine because like that one is pretty. You know, that became a meme, so it's fairly unanimous, like internet opinion. I'll
The
say.
thing is that there's
But-
always those contrarians.
There's always the contrarians.
And the contrarians who tell you to fucking unalive yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, there are some people who are like. There's some YouTubers that are like, I really don't like this person, but they haven't done enough reprehensible things for me to say anything about it online. And what I mean by that is like, maybe I don't like their content. I cannot say that without hitting the hornet's nest. If they haven't done enough bad shit,
Sure.
like, you're not, oh, okay, here it is. As a creator, you're not allowed to just dislike somebody.
No.
For no reason.
Oh God, no.
Like, you can do that in real life. There's plenty of people I've disliked for no real good reason. It's just, you know, just don't rub me the right way.
Yeah. But you don't fucking talk about it.
Exactly.
God forbid. Being publicly against something means that you are publicly against someone with like a fucking like capital plosive P.
Yeah.
Like you are publicly against.
Like it's
someone.
not always a moral thing. Sometimes I just think that this guy kind of stinks.
And sometimes you got to keep that to yourself.
I have a few, like, oh man, there's people coming to mind now. People where I'm like,
Don't
I'm not gonna say any
fucking-
names. I'm just like, this person's just kind of rude, and I don't like their attitude. But
Is
they
this
have,
new?
but if I, ooh, that's nice. But yeah, there's definitely been people who are just like, I just don't like this person's attitude. They haven't really done anything. I just don't like their attitude.
I think, okay, kind of taking it away from this a bit.
Yeah.
I think one of the world's saddest things is watching a YouTuber. You know, like it gets popped up on your YouTube recommendation, and you go, oh hey, you know, like who's this person? They're talking about cool things, and you'll watch the first video and you go, okay, this person's kind of cool. They're all right.
I know exactly
Let me
what you're
watch
saying.
more of their stuff. And then they say something, right? And you're going to sit there, and it is a small red flag, and you have to sit there and go, okay, that's a red flag. Am I going to continue watching this? And then you keep watching.
You kind of pass it off at
you
first.
pass
too.
it
You're
off,
like,
you go,
you know,
oh,
like,
haha,
oh,
you know, like,
maybe, you know,
maybe it's just a weird phrasing,
or like, you know,
maybe
sometimes it's like, you know, like Chase is, you know, self-proclaimed edgy leftist. You know,
Maybe
maybe it's a
it's-
little case of that. You know, you're not sure yet.
and then you're like 3 or 4 videos in, and then they say something,
And then
they say something, or they talk about someone, and then you're like, oh no.
I've spent like the past
Oh,
like
no.
hour watching this person's
And
videos.
now my YouTube recommendations fucked.
I have a number of experiences like that.
Ooh,
You okay?
fucking smacked my mic.
I 100% know what you're talking about.
And then you look at your YouTube recommendations, and it's person you enjoy watching is now collabing with person who has said red flag.
Oh, no.
Now what? You fucking fool. Now it's a fucking spider web.
Oh yeah, Girl Stream. That's a good example of one of those red flags, like saying degenerate. Yeah, that's a real good one. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, what kind of person am I watching here?
No, but it's like, it always starts with the little tiny thing, and you go, they could have phrased that better. They could have said that better.
If it makes you feel better, that was how I would describe many of my friendships. In the past.
That's worse, right? Anyway, Emotion Thread, thank you so much for the follow. That's like a lot worse. Shout out to people who survived through high school, by the way.
True. God, high school is a time.
That's a
I
shock.
feel like high school is almost like a fucking like huge part of that type of thing. Also, thank you, Artemis Bones VT. Thank
People
you so
just
much
tend
for
to
the-
suck in high school.
People tend to suck in high school because high school is the time where you just regurgitate stuff without really thinking.
God,
critically.
yeah.
You'll just be
Oh.
like, someone said this, I'll say it now. And thank God a lot of people our age didn't have full access to the internet at that time.
Sure they did. You just didn't.
I didn't. Thank God I didn't have access to the internet at that time. Cause like people say dumb shit online.
I got lucky.
You got lucky.
There is so many timelines where I became a very bad person.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I feel
so
like that's
many.
with a lot of people though.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
The internet is a scary place.
I just think of a lot of friends I've had in the past, like I even as far back as like middle school. Where I'm like, wow, if I stuck around these people, I would have had completely shifted in trajectories in my life.
Wait, hold on. I want to see what Girl Stream Team just
Yeah,
said.
go ahead.
God, there was a fucking YouTuber I watched who just posted creepy bad endings, and I really enjoyed their content because it was just, weird endings for weird games. And then write an ending featuring something about communism is playing. I saw a flash of a page full of text, so I skipped around to get the exact frame, and it was a massive... Oh, no.
That sucks.
Oh, no. Oh, God, they said the quiet part out loud.
Oh man. Oh.
Thank you, J
or GG. They just said it in chat.
Oh, JRGG. Hey.
J or GG. You can call them either.
Hell yeah, good game.
Good game.
Good game. Welcome, Jay. It's nice to have you here. But yeah, there's always that. There's always...
Healing Mind, you say, oh Lord, that guy had a rant about leftism. I don't know how to break this to you, but there's about 30 billion channels that talk about creepy endings of like, shows.
That's
like an entire genre.
This theory will ruin your childhood. Insert here. They were asleep the whole time. It was a dream. They were in a coma. They were already dead. This is purgatory. It was heaven. It was hell.
When I was around 16...
They were insane.
When I was around 16, I had a YouTube channel. Because who didn't at that age, right?
Yeah.
It was bad.
Sure.
My entire theming was around barrels. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, the dual barrel roll meme, etc., etc.
Barrels are so funny,
They're
darling.
so funny.
There's nothing to worry about.
And I, like, had, like, little mini joke fantasies about getting, like, YouTube famous and then having, like, a rivalry with PewDiePie because his whole thing was, like, being like, the barrels back in the day. That was, like, a whole thing.
It was?
It was, yeah. Why that was a thing. Well, because there was barrels in the horror games and he would throw them around. Anyways, I had, like, a whole thing about it. And, like, goddamn, I'm glad I broke out of that.
Yeah. Thank you for growing up and maturing and being a good person.
Yeah, I was around 16 around then.
God, the first ever YouTube that I ever... So, you might not know this.
Okay.
I have two issues. Only two. Number one is I'm anxious. And number two, as I was growing up, I was like, I wish I could make a YouTube video. But the only good YouTube videos that I would like to emulate are from guys who have nice guy voices and sounded like dudes. And the only ones that I enjoy listening to are guys. And if there's a girl one who sounds mildly like my old voice, it would make me unhappy for some reason, and I couldn't watch them. What's going on? So I didn't start YouTube for a very long time.
I love you.
But I'm better now. But God, the first ever I made was a silent YouTube tutorial video type thing on Overwatch tips and tricks, baby.
I remember.
Because there were a bunch of like fucking Overwatch guys. And they were all like making, like, oh yeah, like you can do this in Overwatch to get like master, and like here's all of like the team tactics, and this is what's like meta and stuff. And I'm like, I wanna be able to tell people what's meta and stuff as a guy with a British accent. And so I did what I could. And I didn't have a good microphone. I only had a headphone microphone. So I'm like, I can't do this. So instead, I recorded everything on my PS4, and then I would export it to I would put it on a little thumb drive, and I would plug it into my laptop, and I would use oh god, what is the Apple editing software?
Oh, iMovie.
I used iMovie.
I fucking hate iMovie.
To silently, like, make, like, a little, like, Overwatch tips and tricks, like, YouTube video. And I had 69 subscribers. Nice. And I was doing all this stuff, and I was so good at it.
My introduction to content creation, I was around 8. And I was watching Tanoob Show. Which is
what?
Tanoob Show, which
Okay.
was a very popular RuneScape YouTuber at the time.
Okay.
And I thought it was the funniest shit in the world. 8, yes, I was 8. And so I grabbed my grandfather's camcorder, and I probably recorded over things. And I pointed it at the screen while I was playing RuneScape, and I did like a little skit. And I remember it very fondly. I made a level 3 default bald character, just like Tanoob Show.
F10 tipped $3. Hope you're having a good day. I'm very interested in Vocaloid stuff lately, so here's a favorite less than 3, less than 3, less than 3.
It's Pinocchio P,
Thanks
or
so
however
much.
you pronounce it. I'm gonna pause this for half a second just so that Sophie can finish up her thing.
Thank you. So anyways, I pointed it at my screen, and I did a skit, and it was, I made a default like male level 3 character, which was like the Tanoob Show look.
Okay.
Because I wanted to emulate it.
Well, naturally, you're 8.
Exactly, I was 8.
Yeah.
And so the gist was like, oh, I'm bald. I don't want to be bald anymore. And I would like type it into the game and just like Tanoob Show did, so you could see the text over the head.
Thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
And
cute.
I didn't know what editing software was, so I would just record and stop recording for the scenes.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I built in like Microsoft PowerPoint a little advertisement for like wigs. And the character walks up to specifically the wall in Varrock that leads to the Grand Exchange. He walks up to that and says, "Oh, what's this?" And then reads it and sees that. And then I gave the character an afro that was like purple or some shit.
Cute.
And then they were like, "This is awesome!" And I did a little dance, and that was the video.
I'm in love with you. Yes, that's adorable.
And you could watch it in full because I would delete clips that were like bad takes, and you could watch it in full just on the camcorder.
That's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Oh my god. Let's listen to some fucking Pinocchio P. This is...
Yeah, please turn it on.
Oh yeah, heads up for like flashing lights, by the way. A lot of their videos have that. But I fucking love their videos. They're very good and fun, and they're very nice to listen to while like, drawing and shit.
Tanoob Show was so inspirational for me, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, Tanoob Show had a... You know what? Just talked about live action skits not working. There's one. I have an example.
Okay.
Tanoob Shows series did a live action series.
Okay.
But instead of like having people, they used a monkey puppet. Like
Cute.
just like a little monkey puppet, and they would like throw it around, and that was the character of Tanoob Show. That was the real life person who played the game. Oh my god, I remember, like, I can barely remember what the show was even about. I remember a scene where they throw a laptop out of the house because they, like, got banned. Oh yeah, they get banned from RuneScape! That's what the series was! They got banned in RuneScape, and so they had to go to real life. They had to do things in real life because they were banned. They couldn't play RuneScape anymore.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and they actually had, like, the text over the head as if they were talking in RuneScape, but they would also voice it over.
Cute. Okay,
yeah, they would still voice
that's
it,
cute.
but, like, you could still see the text.
That's fine.
And there was a lot of, like you would see like RuneScape hit splats and stuff when they like fell down the stairs. It would be like, oh, ouch, ouch, like, and like you would see the little 1 or 2
oh, that's very cute.
red damage splats.
Uh-huh.
It was really cute. Honestly, very ahead of its time.
Yeah.
From like a editing perspective. It was so cute. At least ahead of its time, as far as I can remember.
Oh, sure.
I also watched a lot of Nintendo Capri Sun.
Nintendo Capri Sun?
Nintendo Capri Sun, who was, his name's Tim in real life, I think. Cool. And he still does stuff today.
Cool.
And he was a Let's Player. You know what? He was friends with Lucajin, who is still popular today. He was a VTuber now.
Okay, cool.
Friends with Chugga Conroy, who is not as popular as before, but Chugga Conroy was very big for a long time in the Let's Play sphere. And is still, to this day, I think, part of the Runaway guys, which actually has some decent popularity still.
Sick.
Yeah, I loved Nintendo Capri Sun so goddamn much. I thought he was the funniest guy in the world. He had a bunch of catchphrases, like, in the bathroom, and, oh god, what else was there? Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head. But, yeah, a lot of catchphrases and stuff, and he would play Nintendo games, and he was very funny about it.
Hell yeah.
And I remember it was very funny because he in his description, because back in the day you could have YouTube used to have like social media style like a box where you talked about yourself, and it's like, oh, you know, like name, age, like occupation and stuff.
Oh, that's
and in his
cute.
occupation he was like, I'm a donut fryer. Seriously. And I thought that was so funny. I was like, this guy fries donuts but also he plays video games on YouTube? That's crazy. You can't do that. It's funny.
You can't do that. That's so fucking quirky. I love you so much.
I love you.
Oh my god.
I want you to guess when Tanoob Show's last video was uploaded. I might know this. Not the exact date.
I'm gonna say 2016.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna say very recent. I think Tanoob Show's still doing things.
Yeah.
I haven't checked
What is
in a
it
long
main
time.
channel?
I think Tanoob Show has a podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
Who doesn't, right?
Who doesn't? We gotta start up our
Give me
fucking
the answer,
podcast.
Gamer Tarasu. Wait,
Yeah,
you're not the person who asked. Who talked about? Who told me to guess? I don't even see this. 6 years ago? God damn it! I was wrong.
Wait, when's 2016? How close was I?
Oh my god, I think that's 2016. Yeah, it's 2016. God damn! Good job, darling.
Smart guy. Smart guy.
You're a smart guy.
I'm a smart guy.
Good call. I remember, I think, like... So Tanoop Show's history was interesting, because Tanoop Show started with just Tanoop Show, the show itself.
Sure.
And then the live-action skits got pretty big. And then they moved on to RuneScape Gods Exposed, which was their big breakout series. And it was about the gods of RuneScape, Saradomin, Guthix, and Zamorak.
Sure.
Living in sort of like a sort of like a Jersey Shore type. Like, they live together and they're roommates and it's quirky.
Okay, sure.
And I remember we got Cliff hung on it because he just kind of stopped working on it eventually. And then he, like, came back and he was like, "Oh, return!" And I never watched it.
Hey, that's okay. I think one of the saddest things to see is a YouTube series that starts up, and either they had really high expectations, or they got burnt out, and it just ends.
Yeah.
Just to never be seen again. Also, hey, small cat.
Hi. It's very sad when like you know they're doing something exciting and they clearly just they stop, you know, they don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
They just kind of putter out.
Or something happens. The scariest thing is like, oh god, what if
Shadow of
something
Israfel?
happened?
Oh, that's a pull.
What's
Sorry,
that?
continue. I'll tell you
Yeah.
in a sec. You go.
No, it's just sad because, you know, like you may not know the person, or they may not, or maybe they made an ancient social media post about it that you just can't find, you know, because it's buried in the sands of time, and you're like, oh god, what happened? I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So, Shadow of Israfel was a series by the Yogscast in their prime when Minecraft. They started it when Minecraft was
you
alpha
told
still.
me about this.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
started out with just a Minecraft Let's Play.
Sure.
And they wanted to do some avant-garde stuff with it. So eventually, like, somebody joins the server and their name is Israfel and they're shooting arrows at them. They're like, "Who is this guy? Did they get in our Hamachi server?" They had Hamachi back then.
Awesome.
Anyways, but yeah, they're like, how did they like? They're like, "Oh, Luis, did you invite somebody to a Hamachi server?" Because that's probably what Honeydew sounds like. Anyways, and eventually it turned into like a quest. They had like NPCs, quote unquote, which is just people logging on and pretending to be NPCs, and they got sent on quests.
Cute.
And then when that Let's Play ended, they did a desert island thing. And that one was just normal until the finale when, like, an airship crashes on the thing. And they're like, "You gotta come with us. Israfel's being a fucker." And that's the season finale. And then the final season was Shadow of Israfel. And it was, like, this big thing. They had entire towns and, like, the production value just started to steadily go up. But what happened is it got scrunge crafted.
Oh,
You get it, right? It was very goofy to start out with. And then people started taking it very seriously, and the story started taking itself very seriously, and the room for comedy started to very much shrink.
Oh.
And the people, Simon and Lewis, very clearly just didn't want to do it anymore. The last few episodes are just kind of them reacting to some incredibly high-quality Minecraft builds and, like, very high-level, like, high production value stuff going on.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to make jokes throughout it, because that's what they do, right?
Yeah, they're trying to be funny guys. Or whatever.
And it just kind of puttered out. It never had a finale. But
that's a shame.
yeah, that was funny. That was wild.
I mean this as kindly as possible. I do not miss Scrunchcraft.
It ended at a good point.
It ended at a good point, yes. I'm glad that it happened, and I'm really happy about all the friends I made through
Absolutely.
it.
I think that's the best part, is how many people we got to meet.
We got to meet so many cool people. Fucking Socks. Incredibly wonderful and talented and incredibly smart individual. And incredibly creative and just neat.
You know what? I'm really glad that Socks is succeeding with Sockscraft right now.
Absolutely.
Because I think that is where Socks excels.
Absolutely.
Is like with game design stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think the issue with Scrunchcraft, I mean, obviously a lot of people enjoyed it and I enjoyed being there, but a lot of people with different ideas of what it should have been.
Yep.
And it built into something it wasn't meant to be originally. And that's okay. But
that's okay.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. We had our own little taste of that risen expectations that you kind of see from YouTubers that, like, blow up unexpectedly. You know what I mean? Like, the expectations for Scrunchcraft got out of hand.
Poor Matto.
Poor Matto. Matto became a centerpiece.
Incredibly
that was funny.
protagonist did. protagonized.
Had
Who
Sophie
knows?
Miku still iconic. Hell yeah. No, I had a ton of fun with it. I
fuck
really
yeah.
did
No,
have so much fun with Scrunchcraft.
I love the Sophie portions.
I love you, of course.
I love
You're
you.
biased.
Oh, incredibly so. We were still dating back then. No, we got married during it.
Yes, we did. Because
Yes,
we got
we
married.
did.
We had a little wedding in Scrunchcraft.
Yeah.
A little rushed
cute.
wedding. I think rushed is a very good way to describe Scrunchcraft.
Yeah.
Because
A lot
I don't
of
think it was
ideas
ever
happening
planned to
all
have
at
lore.
once.
Like, it was just jokes. And then lore happened, and then we had to, like, you know, we had to finish the story. We had to, you know, give them closure.
Yeah.
And
Mickey Mouse.
it was very rushed.
Anyway,
It's
watch
fun, though.
Sophie's videos on it. That's a very good way to get through a lot of it. Like on your VOD channel.
I mean, if you watch mine, you're not going to follow the lore.
Yeah, but it's a good way to experience it, I think.
Hell yeah.
The car clear. Oh, the car clear. Oh, pure evil. Oh my god, what is it? Next week, on Thursday, I'm playing some God Gang with Socks, and I'm so excited about it.
That's exciting.
Part 3, baby.
Also, one more Scrunch thing. I'm so proud of the museum I made.
Yeah, the museum
The
was
museum
so
was so
cute.
fun.
Yeah.
I wish I got all the stickers, but, like, that would have been literally impossible.
Yeah.
Literally impossible, considering some were just buried.
Literally impossible
In
because...
nowhere.
I don't want to get started on it.
Yeah,
but,
there was
like,
a couple.
a couple of people who helped on it just literally hid the stickers in impossible to get location, and so
Just, like, in the middle of nowhere, like, 20 blocks under the ground where you'd never check.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, that's kind of ruining the purpose, but whatever.
Wait, Starquest, did you get a Sophie oil mug? That's awesome. I think I took that off the merch store, so that's a limited object there. You can sell that for a lot of money.
A limited edition.
It's limited edition.
Did you see that entire patch just got erased?
I did. It's one of the things that kind of bugs me. I talked about this last time we played this, about how it just erases the dirt. It's like, let me finish.
I feel like it's if it's like 99% complete, because sometimes the dirt gets stuck in like...
No, from a game design perspective, I mean, we had this entire conversation. From a game design perspective, it makes perfect sense, and I wouldn't have it any other way. From a I want to clean this perspective, I don't like it.
Yeah, see, look, there's a little... Do you see that sliver?
Yeah, I do.
It's hard to... Well,
And there
fuck
it's all
me,
gone
there
now.
it goes. There could be better ways to deal with it, but I feel like it would require someone to go like per object and like
That's the thing,
figure
right?
out.
They have to make it automated.
Yeah,
They
you gotta fucking streamline this
It
shit. I'm
makes
not
sense.
gonna ask for.
I would
crazy
never
stuff.
ask it to be changed, because that would be a lot of work, and it makes sense from a game design perspective. I just
Oh,
get sad when
absolutely.
it's like, oh, I could have cleaned that.
Could have cleaned that. I was on a roll.
Or just let me turn it off.
No, I feel like that would make it impossible.
Well, you end off most of these at 99% anyways. Like, what's the difference?
True. What do we need? Bricks. What the fuck are bricks? Like these bricks? It just says bricks. Oh wait, I can highlight bricks, I think.
Look up.
Bricks. Oh, gutter. Bricks, gutter, bricks. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, by the way.
Of course, I love you.
I always love hanging out with you.
I love hanging out with you, and it's good because I'm taking a break from streaming right now.
You are.
and this is good. I miss it. Oh, there we go. It's shining behind you.
Huh? Oh, bricks! These aren't bricks. These are tiles.
They are tiles. What were you saying?
Oh, those are the bricks. We've been so fucking stressed lately.
Oh my god, yeah.
Things have been a little bit crazy.
A little bit
A
cringe.
little zany.
We had essentially a month-long fight to get your meds.
Yep.
That was fun.
So, hey, I didn't mention this on stream, but great news at the end of horrible news that you didn't know about. I'm on testosterone again.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks of that.
We had to fight for 3 weeks to there was issues between the pharmacy and the doctor and the fax machine, and for some reason they couldn't communicate for 3 weeks, and so I ran out of testosterone, and I have been going through not withdrawals, but it's been fucking with like my hormone balance because, you know, it's supposed to be balanced.
And I had some meds issues too. I ran out of my pain meds, so that was stressful. But,
yeah, so Sophie ran out of her pain meds and like
my heartburn
your
stuff.
heartburn
which is the
stuff.
worst. Oh god.
And then on top of that, you had to go to the hospital.
oh yeah, I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
So
I got an extra heartbeat.
You got an extra
That's
heartbeat.
fun because I'm so full of love.
Just for free, you know?
Yeah, for free. What else has gone on? Some more serious stuff that I talked about on Twitter, but I don't want to talk about here.
Yeah. I'm going to abridge it. I'm going to very quickly summarize it. Please respect creators' boundaries. Please, if we mention something, and we're saying it off topic or as a story, please do not go searching. If we mention a family member or a friend,
don't try and find where I live or people that I know.
Them, or please don't try to find people that we know. We try to be as vague as possible. Number one, so that we don't get doxxed, and number two, so that we have a boundary between ourselves and the audience. And we would really appreciate it if you respected our boundaries and not harass people that we know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Not to like be like, oh, all of you stink or whatever, but please respect our boundaries, respect creators' boundaries. Don't go hunting after people that we mention. Don't go hunting after family members, friends, ex-friends. If we mention someone, even the YouTubers that we're talking about right now,
yeah,
please do not contact or harass anyone that we ever mention, especially on our behalf.
When you're streaming for like 5 hours,
you just talk about things. You turn off your brain, and sometimes we mention stuff, sometimes we mention
when that
personal IRL things, and we do not want you to act on that. We just want to entertain you, and we don't want you to I guess abuse that. So thank you to everyone who has respected our boundaries. And if you have ever thought about reaching out on our behalf to anyone, especially people we know, IRL, please don't do that. Like, genuinely, please do not. Yeah.
But back on topic to the stressors. Our dishwasher's broken again.
Our fucking clothes washer is acting a little stinky.
Literally stinky.
Yeah.
And then there's the usual stuff, like immigration in the car and everything.
Oh god, can we complain about immigration?
Oh my god.
Costs.
Okay. We talk about immigration a lot here. We have not been shy about talking about their little, like, money grubbing garbage, like how everything is just drain money from us. Literally, we just got 2 emails. Medical exam we had to do. That's like 200 some odd bucks. And then we just got another email yesterday, and they're like, you have to pay your biometric fees, actually. That's going to be another $85.
What the fuck are biometric
What the fuck is a biometric fee?
Out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere. They're just like, yeah, you have to pay biometric fees.
Why is this not included in the immigration, like, initial payment?
Right?
What the fuck is a biometrics fee?
I do not know.
I don't either. But it sucks. Mighty Pear just contributed to the cult's totem.
Hey, thank you.
We're not playing that right now.
I didn't turn that off. That's for the Cult of the Lamb game, which I might play tomorrow.
You should.
If the cleaning guy doesn't mess with it, because there's a no, not cleaning.
Oh, the dishwasher guy.
The dishwasher guy.
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow.
Sorry, I was like cleaning. It's not cleaning.
That's okay.
It's not cleaning.
Yeah, we don't know when he's coming yet. Like, we know he's coming tomorrow. We don't know what time.
Yeah, so it might be off schedule, but I do want to stream Cult of the Lamb because that's such a fun game. Sophie, you should play it.
I want to play it real bad.
But also you should wait until there's bugs fixed because there are some bugs. It's not really affecting how much we're enjoying it, but
bugs. I got you.
There's bugs. Like Riku. You know?
They took those from you when you arrived at Vancouver Airport. It was just like, hey, hope you enjoyed that 12-hour flight with no sleep. Here's an $80 charge before you can enter the country. Yeah,
Jesus
it
Christ.
Sucks. It sucks. It is. I mean, like, it's to keep poor people out.
It's to keep poor people out.
It's to keep people like from
immigration process is classist. It is racist. It does not want you in the country. It is incredibly xenophobic. And it does not want anyone who does not fit a very specific mold to get in. And we have been fucking fighting tooth and nail to, like, keep in. So I'm going to have to go to a doctor next week. So they can make sure that I guess I'm healthy enough to stay in the country. which has connotations, and is incredibly also ableist, might I fucking add. But yeah, we're gonna have to pay for a fucking doctor's visit. So, oh my goodness, I accidentally hit Shift and Tab at the same time.
That's okay, I didn't pop up.
But
yeah, I'm expecting us to get many more emails saying, hey, you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that.
Yeah. But, so, basically, number one, media shares are on, and number two, genuinely, everyone who has helped, and who has donated, and who has subscribed, and who has given bits, etc., and even people who are just watching, have helped make this process smoother, and has taken a whole bunch of weight off of our shoulders.
Yeah, seriously.
Because that
keep opening the
shit is stressful. I'm sorry, I'm trying to run around and look for dirt.
Yeah, it's Shift Tab will do it.
Posts. What the fuck are posts?
Probably out front. Maybe?
Like beams.
Yeah. Yeah, like those beams. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, good news. That means that the immigration form is actually received.
That's exciting. Yeah, that's
incredibly exciting.
Like, this is the first time this has happened for us.
We've had mail issues. So they have received it. They sent us an email saying that they have received it, which is fucking fantastic.
This is the third time that they've gone through it, but the first time they've actually, like, been informing us about what's going on and asking, and more importantly, just asking us to give them more stuff, because that speaks to me like they're actually looking at it now. We're actually in the process. It's finally actually happening.
Yeah, thank fuck. Thank fuck.
Thank fuck. It's been like 2 years.
It's been like 2 years. Immigrating.
It's
awesome. Hot take. A little bit stressful.
No way.
Yeah, no fucking way. So something I'm a little bit worried about that Sophie's
job
told
complete!
me. Yay, job complete.
What are you worried about?
Is the only thing that I'm really worried about is the whole being transgender thing.
It's not gonna matter.
But
they legally can't do shit about it.
That is true. So, fingers crossed.
There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
You've got your ID.
I've got my ID.
You've got your passport.
I've got my passport.
You are who you are.
Yeah.
They can't say anything about it. They're legally not allowed to.
Okay.
You got your fingerprints match. Everything matches. They can't say anything.
True. I was so surprised when I sent in the form to change my name that they actually sent me an acknowledgement. Oh, hey, that's good.
I know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
That's the thing. It's
really
inconsistent.
You want to finish that playground up?
Oh, maybe.
Fake Pizza Mafia tipped $4.20. Whoa, it's the weed number. Also hope things continue to get better for you.
Thank you. They are on the up.
They are on the up.
Immigration is getting worked through.
Things
We're
are
getting
going
our dishwasher fixed tomorrow. I am not in the hospital anymore. We have our meds. Things are on the way up.
Things are good. We have like a few things to just like kind of check off the checklist, and it feels.
Oh my god, the dentist. That's another thing that we have to
feels manageable.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, and then also you went to the dentist recently.
Yeah, they gave me.
Oh my god, it's like Among Us. Anyway,
they gave me a new tooth, and it cost $2,000.
They gave you a new tooth. Congratulations. Your smile, even though it has always warmed my heart, is oh so shiny right now, and it blinds me every single time you smile. Give me a smile. Ah, my eyes!
Actually, I'm really happy with the dentistry I received. I'm not going to talk about gross tooth stuff, so no worries. I know I've done that on my own channel. I'm going to be very chill here. I just want to say I got a couple of fillings done while they were doing the crown, and one of them was very much bothering me. It was making me very insecure. It was very visible when I smiled. And the filling is so perfect. You cannot even tell there was ever a cavity there.
Yeah, they did a great job.
It actually, to the point where Duke was checking for it, and he's looking at the wrong tooth.
I was looking at the wrong fucking tooth. Okay, so this is funny. So the only time I've ever seen it is whenever you point it out while we were brushing our teeth. And so I was looking at the wrong side of your mouth.
Because the mirror image.
The only time I ever
see
see it is when I'm looking in the bathroom mirror at you.
Yep.
Which is really cute, I think.
But yeah, you literally, the only way you can even see it was ever filled is if you catch the light specifically and you kind of see,
squint.
Like the light kind of shines through it. You can kind of see a little line, but barely. Also, of course we brush our teeth together. We're married.
Yeah, we're freaking married.
We gotta go to bed.
We gotta go to beddy bye. And I go, Sophie, we gotta brush our teeth. It's time for bed bye.
And then I go,
fine. And then you go, ugh. And then you log off of your fucking modding the Fallout 4 thing.
For the fourth time in the same month.
For the fourth fucking time in the same month. And then never playing the game. Hey, can we actually talk about that? It's one of the funniest things. One of the things I love about my wife, out of the very, very many things I love about my wife.
I love you.
Is that, you will go into, like, you know, the mod nexus, and you will take a game and you will mod the shit out of it. You will make it into an entirely like new fucking game, and you will make it like HD graphics, making it look all pretty.
I don't actually go hard on the
rendered.
graphics mods usually. Graphics mods
And
aren't too important to me.
You make the gameplay entirely different. You make it like another fucking game or something, and you make it all spick and span, fancy and shit. And then you log into the game and then you don't play it.
Yeah, so for Fallout in particular, there was a lot of really neat mods, a lot of new ones that I wanted to check out, and I set them all up, and I set up my mod load order, and it was very smooth. There was no crashing, no performance issues. It was really well put together, and it all blended together great, and I played it for about 15, 20 minutes, and then I realized, I don't like this game, and I turned it off.
I'm in love with you.
Well, it was like, it's like, I was setting it up to have the core mod that like kind of focused the mod list was a mod called MAME for Fallout 4, which essentially it tries to emulate Tarkov's health system. Okay. So your limbs can bleed if they take enough damage, and if you get shot in the head, if you don't have a helmet, you're instantly dead. But if you do have a helmet, you get a contusion. Like it tries to emulate all of what Tarkov does. Sure. And I was playing it, and it worked. And it was, pretty well done. There was some gripes I had with it, but overall it was fairly well done. I had a bunch of like custom weapon mods, not like realism like super gun, but like really cool like handmade crafted like junk weapon mods that were very unique, and I wanted to play around with. And I played it for 20 minutes or so.
You didn't play for 20 minutes. You
No, I did.
Okay.
I played it for about 20 minutes or so, and I went, this isn't that fun.
This isn't fun at all.
And it's not because the mods I put together weren't fun. The mods were like making the experience better. Sure. It was Fallout 4 is not that good.
Fallout 4, you need like a very specific like craving to enjoy Fallout 4.
Well, the way I kind of thought about it was, all right, Fallout 4, when you're not doing quests,
sure,
the game is about exploring and collecting items,
and collecting stuff,
and combat.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, why wouldn't I just play Tarkov, where I can do all those same things, but with higher stakes, higher tension, and with more refined gunplay?
Sure.
I
love Fallout. I have probably put like over 1,000 hours into that game. It helped me through a very rough patch of my life, and I'm very grateful for it.
Absolutely.
It is very limited.
It is.
They have limited enemies. The enemy AI is very limited. And the DLCs fucking suck.
Yep.
Minus Far Harbor, the DLCs fucking suck.
I really... Like, a big thing for me is I've explored every nook and cranny of the Fallout 4 map.
Oh, for sure.
And there's just nothing interesting for me anymore. It's like, I've seen all this. I have the same
but
issue.
What about Skeleton on Toilet number 500?
I have the same issue with Skyrim, where it's like, I've seen all of this. Like, and even New Vegas now. I mean, I love New Vegas, and it's got much more replay value, I think. Sure. And, it's very well written, but I've done every quest in New Vegas. Yeah. Like, why come back at this point? Yeah. Like, I've experienced it all, and no matter how much I refine this game to be something I want to play, there are other games that are doing these things better.
I feel like
the things that Fallout does excel at, I've already experienced, and they don't have a lot of replay value.
No, I'm with you. I think that's actually an issue with open world games that people don't talk about is once it is explored,
it's dead. It's done.
It's explored. Like, you can have people, I feel like they try to combat it with like, oh, this is like the biggest map yet, it's like, it's a million billion miles wide. But then it gets emptier.
Map density is what's important to me.
Yeah, it's emptier. The big locations are farther away from each other. There's less love put in between. And filling it up with like AI generated stuff.
It's the worst.
A la like No Man's Sky or procedurally generated.
Once you've seen all the tricks, it's done.
Once you've seen all the tricks, it's cheaper because you can see all the like Lego bricks, excuse me, all the Lego bricks that are like put together. Also, hey Pluto, it's nice to see you here. You can see all the Lego bricks that like get like slotted together, and then you can recognize them. So even if there's like a new piece of Lego. You can see where the other ones, the recognizable ones are. And it's like, it's not the game's fault.
No.
Humans are pattern recognition oriented.
The
But,
problem
like,
just arises
yeah.
when, if your game's biggest benefit is exploration,
Yeah.
once you've explored it all,
Yeah.
you're done.
You're done.
And you know what? To their credit, that's a lot of hours you can get into a game.
Sure.
But there are single-player games, or not single-player, that is a single. There are linear games
Yeah.
that I enjoy replaying more, even though they have less, like, to them.
Yeah.
That's why you're worried about Starfield. Straight up, I don't mean to be a bummer. Starfield's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck.
It's not gonna suck. It's gonna be a Bethesda game. It's gonna have its value. It's gonna, you're gonna get a good amount of hours out of it probably, but it's going to be extremely AI generated. Like that's just what Bethesda's been focusing on. It's their bread and butter, and it's what they want to like. That's what they want to do, and that's fine. But it's gonna be that. If you don't like that sort of Radiant quests, sort of like another settlement needs your help,
Yeah.
then then you're not gonna enjoy it, because
I
that's
think-
that's the expectation.
I
That's
think
what
the
it's gonna
main
be.
issue with the Starfield thing is, number one, from the gameplay trailer, I can tell that it is built off the same engine as Fallout.
Well, it's
as
Creation Engine 2 now.
Skyrim.
They did the reason it took so long is because they did make a lot of engine changes.
True, but I feel it's still like the same base as like Fallout and Skyrim. And
Right.
the thing is like, in Fallout 76, they made the same promises. They're like, hey, we're upgrading everything, we're updating everything. It's gonna be brand spanking new, and it's gonna be neat, and there's gonna be more creatures, right? And it turns out that the fucking Scorch Beasts, or whatever the fuck they're called, like the giant bats, use the same AI as the Skyrim dragons. And I'm just saying, they have already kind of limited AI of bad guy who shoot at you, bad guy who run at you going rop rop rop, or like bad guy who like runs at you and explodes. Like there's a very like
For this part, I'm gonna give them a little bit of leeway
Sure.
and say that my expectations are open still. And here's why. Somebody in chat said it's still a Game Bio derivative. Here's the thing. Half-Life Alyx is theoretic, if you want to argue, is
yeah,
a
but
Quake
Half-Life Alyx is
derivative.
made by Valve.
It doesn't matter. No. That's not what I'm saying. The engine isn't the issue. Half-Life Alyx. Okay, fine. I won't talk about that then. Apex Legends is a Quake engine derivative.
Okay.
Right? Completely different. They are used entirely differently, but they are off the same bones.
Okay.
The engine.
Plutes
Oh,
underscore
Pluto, thank you.
boots tipped $3. Perfect song length.
Perfect song.
The engine for Bethesda games is not the best. The Creation Engine has a lot of issues because it is very old
Yes.
and it's not very versatile.
Yeah.
I am giving them the benefit of the doubt because they did take a very long time for Starfield to finally come out. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that maybe with Creation Engine 2, they have taken the time to add versatility to this engine.
Okay.
But it's not a guarantee.
Todd Howard has broken my heart one too many times.
That's fair.
I pre-ordered Fallout 76
I know, I'm so sorry.
like a fucking fool, and I fucking thought that I was going to get the Power Armor Edition, but it lied to me, and all it did was give me like some fucking America cosmetics.
I'm so
which is
sorry.
fucking salt on the wound.
Hey, darling, would you play Fallout 76 with me?
Yeah.
Cool. That'd be a fun stream series.
I will do it if I get the fucking ramen cooler, because it is a
That's a RAM intensive game for sure.
it is a chunky game.
It is a very chunky
Yeah.
game. I mean, you know the revolver animation that I complain about so much in that game?
Yes, absolutely.
The one where it clips through the gun?
Yes.
Anybody in chat, do you know if that's been fixed, or does the revolver still clip through? Like, do you still clip through the gun when you're reloading the revolver? The single shot revolver.
I'm pretty sure I saw a recent guy like talking about Bethesda's decisions, and I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Cool.
I love you. I could be wrong.
Somebody
Those are-
says it's been fixed. I hope so.
Okay,
Because that actually was one of the most egregious things I've ever seen in my life. You can just tell it was two shitty keyframes. Instead of having the movement to the gun, they just had the animation start at the bullet being put in, and so it tweens over automatically because that's how animation works, and it looks like shit. It just clips right through. I can't believe that got through. I don't know how they allowed that.
As a VTuber maker, what were you saying? The
Animation tweening?
Animation tweening is the devil.
It's not tweening. There's another word for it.
It is. Oh God.
The thing that where they automatically go from it's not smoothing. It goes from one keyframe to another. The smoothing.
Yeah,
in
the
between.
keyframes.
Yeah.
Keyframes are the devil. They lie to you. They break your heart. Keyframes are pure evil, and the computer putting
Interpolation. Thank you.
Interpolating one keyframe to another is fucking trash. If you look at this model, if you look at my face, there's parts where the interpolation, it doesn't stick to the fucking mouth.
Well, to be fair, it's just a program. It doesn't know what shapes you want to do. It just, you put in the keyframes and it tries to move between those as smoothly as possible. It doesn't know what shapes you want to make.
Oh. It's just like if you have like a thick thing and you put it next to a thin thing, and even if you like make all the things separated up the same, it still won't fucking like move the same way because the computer doesn't want it to move the same way. It makes me angry. And I look at other VTubers and I go, how? I think there's something called gluing, and I don't know how the glue works, and I don't know where it is.
You don't know how to glue. You don't know how to get those horses down to glue.
I don't know how to kill horses yet. Like, oh yeah. Anyway, I've been meaning to play this game, the No Straight Roads. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
What's the other one that I get them confused with? Sayonara Wild Hearts. I always confuse them. You
should play that game. It is so much fucking fun. It is so good. It is so pretty. I almost cried on stream, but my fucking stream crashed before I could. God, that was such a good and fun stream, and I'm so sad that it got cut short.
Right in the middle of that emotional
Right in the middle of that fucking, like, emotional...
You were, like, halfway to tears, and then it was like, bonk.
Bonk.
Ba-donk.
Ba-donk. Shameful. It's very gay? Fuck yeah. Love that. Thank you, Luna, for allowing the gay word.
I'm pretty sure that, Joy gifted this game to me.
Yeah?
At some point. It's either this one or it was Sayonara Wild Hearts. One of the two.
Sweet.
I literally can't... My brain doesn't tell them apart. I don't know why. They're different games.
They're incredibly different games.
And yet.
Did you see that new rhythm game that was announced? No. It's oh god, the dungeon,
Oh wait, yeah. The new not rhythm dungeon. What the fuck's it called?
Fighter dungeon.
The dungeon music one.
Yeah, that one.
They also made Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necrodancer?
Yeah,
Rift of the Necrodancer is called. Cool.
Yeah. It's so exciting.
Hell
it
yeah.
looks fucking good. It looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fun shit. I'm very excited, personally. I hope Ryan has fun. Every single time I see a little, like, rhythm game or something, I'm like, I hope Ryan has a blast with this. I think, okay. One of the best things... This is very silly. One of the best things about having friends is seeing something and thinking of them.
Yeah!
Or, like not even friends, just, like, people you know, like, kind of well, and you go...
No, it's very sweet. Yeah, just being like, oh, yeah, this reminds me of my
reminds me of them. Oh, I hope they have a great time
It adds a little bit more beauty to the world.
It does.
Because you can connect... things that you would never bat an eye at. You can connect them to things that and people that you care about.
Yeah, it's nice. Duke sees a game and goes, enrichment for my friends? No, but seriously. That's why I think you should play Cult of the Lamb.
I want to play Cult of the Lamb. No, absolutely. I talked about this on Twitter, but my little brother recommended it to me.
Yeah.
It's really cute. I call him my little brother. He's like 17 now.
He's your baby brother.
But he's still my baby brother. He is, in my head, he's going to be 12 forever.
That's one of the joys of having siblings. Like, my brother, what year is it? He's 22 now. He's only like 20 months younger than me.
But he's your baby brother.
He's still my baby brother.
Yeah, Aiden, my brother's name is Aiden. Aiden is, he's got like a serious girlfriend now. He's like gonna be getting a job. He's like talking about moving out. It's like, what the hell? You should be
like
still
5. What
you're
the
like
fuck?
5. You should still be playing Halo Reach in my living room because like you ended up living in my section of the house for some reason. When I used to, an old place we lived in, my mom got a really good deal on a place, and there was basically a basement suite attached, and it was for the price of like a regular place.
Oh,
So I
that's
had an entire
really
basement
nice.
suite that was intended to be for myself.
Uh-huh.
And then my little brother just moved down there at some point. It's fine, because you know what? I only used my bedroom, which was a massive bedroom, by the way. We had to move out because, honestly, the rent wasn't too bad. The thing that was expensive was the fucking electricity bill, because the house was so big, and the roof, it didn't have, like, traditional roofs. It was, like, a weird house built in the 70s, clearly built by some very eccentric person. It had, like,
Sure.
giant stained glass windows in the living room.
Holy shit.
I want to show it to you someday. We live very close to it.
Yeah.
I could just show it to you from a distance. But,
I'd be
yeah,
down.
it was like a gross little house. It was not good, but it was
a
very
gross big
large.
house.
It was very large.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, with a lot of TLC, it would have been pretty fancy. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we had yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost myself there.
No, it's okay. I love you.
I had to build myself back up.
God, okay, so there were some kids that I used to babysit, and for some reason, my mom kind of like did not let me see any kids who I was raised with, which, sure, but the kids that I used to babysit, they were only a few years younger than me, and one day they showed up.
Wait, go back. You missed a slide. Just a little bit. Back further. There.
So one day, like one of them showed up to like pick up something, right? And he was now, I think he was 16 at the time or something. And the last time I saw him, he was like 11.
Oh my god.
And he was 16, taller than me, and he had like a cast on, and I'm like,
That's
who the fuck are you?
It's fucked
You're
up.
supposed to be knee height. What the fuck?
They should stop aging.
They should stop aging. Children should remain children's forever
True.
and be little and small and adorable and mildly annoying. But yeah, that was a fucking wake up call. Cause like I see him as this like little like bowl cut
Tiny
kid,
little-
you know?
yeah!
Like little kid with like the very like polite pseudo bowl cut like hair. And but like no.
Honest
Oh, that got cut off. Honest Tom's discount beef. Thank you. Sorry for spitting on you, darling.
It's okay.
I'm spitty
It's
today.
as shrimple as that. Oh my god. Shrimp time.
In my defense for being all spitty, I did get a new tooth.
True.
I gotta work on this.
You gotta work on. Your mouth's probably still mildly like frozen from the dentist appointment.
It's not frozen, it's just my jaw's extremely sore, so I can't move it much.
Well, that'll do it. Oh baby, it's shrimp time.
My new tooth is so smooth.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. It's like I have a porcelain cup in my mouth.
That's neat. I love you. I have always been very interested in shrimp, which is very funny to say.
Yeah?
No, like aquarium shrimp. I always think they're so fucking pretty. You know.
I'm sorry, that was just a very funny sentence.
No, it's okay. It was a very funny sentence, but shrimp have always been like very interesting to me.
Hell yeah.
I love going to aquariums and seeing like what shrimp are in like what area.
Aw.
Or whenever I was diving, the first time I ever saw shrimp, it was the coolest thing because I'm like, oh, those are there and they're here and I see them. It was really neat. But shrimp are fucking neat. I think.
Hell
they're cool.
yeah! I want to go to the I want to go to the aquarium with you.
I want to go to the aquarium with you so fucking bad. Like it is something that I really want, really, really bad.
Well, we got one not too far.
Oh hell yeah, baby! I feel like maybe like after September or something.
Sure.
Like after like the school year starts for like little kids.
Sure.
We can go to the aquarium because then there's less of a chance
Yeah,
that they're gonna
okay.
be like sitting there licking their hands and touching windows. You know.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Gilbert's asleep on your old gamer chair.
He's been using it more lately. I'm
Oh,
glad.
he has been.
He's been he steals my current chair all the time, but
He
lately
does.
he's been using my old chair again, which thank God, because I'd much rather be on that.
Yeah.
But he's asleep on it.
He's
He's all
such a
curled
little
up like
guy.
a snail.
He's like a little. He's like a little shrimp.
Oh my God, he's like a little.
He's like a little shrimp.
He's all folded up.
Shrimply
too.
shrimping. He is all folded up. He's been so cute lately.
Oh my God! Yesterday we went out, and when we got back, he had a tantrum.
He had a
He was
full
yelling
fit.
at us. He was going meow, 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 meow. Like he was going crazy.
He was giving us a piece of his mind.
He was. I think he was positive that we went out and got him, like, cat grass, which is his favorite treat.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
Because whenever we go out and buy him cat cans, we usually get him cat grass.
Nobody knows what cat cans are, darling. You have to elaborate.
Like cat cans, like wet food. Cat cans.
Yeah, you have to elaborate. Nobody knows what a cat can is.
People know what cat cans are.
I don't think so. I think no. When you told me when you said cat cans to me for the first time, I was very confused.
What?
Yes, no, that's you. That's a you thing.
Is that a me thing?
That's a you thing. That's your family did that. Cat cans are not normal.
Poll. I'm starting up a poll. Hang in there. Come on.
Sorry, your computer's so cheap.
Did you know what cat cans were before I said, or before I explained?
Make sure you don't allow additional votes.
No. I'm going to turn off additional votes for this one. And the poll's going to be up for 1 minute. Family terminology. That's just the family terminology, I suppose.
It does like roll off. I like calling them cat cans. I call them that now. But that's not a normal thing. That's not a colloquial, like, you can't just say that and expect people to know.
That's nuts. I thought that everyone called them cat cans.
Did you ever have, like, a...
Like, what the fuck are you gonna call them? Oh, yes, my felines.
You just say wet food!
My felines wet food.
You just say wet food!
Oh, the puree.
Or cat food. You're honestly, you just say cat food.
But the thing is it is for cat, it is in can.
You're right, and I like it. It's a good term. But most people don't use it.
Most people are saying no, fuck.
I told you.
Shit, hell. Well... Thank you for being honest, unless you aren't being honest. If you're not being honest, I'm gonna ban you.
Speaking of saying things that, like, people just don't know what you're talking about, I always thought it was really funny when, like, kids would be, like, just talking about something that they're into, and they would just drop some information that, like, most people do not know, and they don't get that. Like, my little brother would, like, be in the middle of talking about, like, he'd be talking about, like, Call of Duty, and he'd just drop something like, oh, yeah, well, I loaded into the map, and I got a bad spawn or something. And it's like, you can't just drop that on your 50-year-old.
You can't say that to an adult.
You can't drop that on your 60-year-old grandma, Aiden. You, like, she doesn't know what any of that means. You gotta simplify.
I think one of the funniest things was trying to explain to your aunt what Twitch was.
It took her a while.
It took her a fucking while. She did not know what a Twitch streamer was. She hardly goes online. And she, she hardly goes online. She hardly even goes on, like, YouTube.
Yeah, it took a while to explain it to her.
So fucking hard to explain what a Twitch streamer was.
I for my aunt, it was harder than, like, most, like, older folks that we've tried to explain it to.
Yeah.
She just is not involved.
She's not internet savvy.
She's not internet savvy.
Which is fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. But it was very funny.
It was funny.
Honestly, it's just, like... Whenever, like, an adult doesn't, like, get, like, internet stuff... This might sound, like, kind of, like, dumb and very presumptuous. I get worried about the kids, because I feel like the kids are going to be able to get away with... or get into a lot more trouble than they would if the adult knew, like, what the hell stuff was. Because I remember we offered, like, after all that, we offered to, like, tell her kids about internet safety.
Yeah. I wish...
Yeah?
I feel like there needs to be a resource for parents to be able to, like, teach their kids about internet safety. Cause
absolutely.
The thing is, the internet
is getting scarier and scarier every day.
Internet safety is more important now than ever.
Yes.
And most parents don't know how to teach their kids about it.
And a lot of like the school resources are, how do the kids say it? Cringe.
That's the thing.
And, like, look, I was a kid, and to be fair, I am still very headstrong. If an authority figure says, hey, don't do this because I say so, I'm going to question it.
Exactly.
And when I was younger, you know, I'm very glad that I didn't put my real name online or, like, any of like any identifying information. But that was because it was, like, a well-known thing. Nowadays, let's talk about fucking, like, internet influencers. They have their face, they have first name, last name, it is so common to see like cards up where you have like your age. People will put like their time zones, their cities, their fucking schools, their friends, their parents, their relatives.
It's very creepy to me how normalized it is to put the real you on the internet.
Incredibly real you.
And I wish that we could explain to parents how important that safety is. I wish we had an outlet for it.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to like go into it too much, but like, remember when you were on Facebook and you found like pictures of not that aunt, but like another aunt's like
I found
another like your uncle's
literal like 2-3-year-old cousin in like bathing suits on Facebook. No privacy settings whatsoever. And it wasn't just like a parent's like account. They had their own Facebook account. They were like 3 or 4 or something at the time.
And they had their own Facebook account, which is fucked up. Why the fuck?
But they had pictures of them on bathing suits with no privacy settings on. It's like anybody could just log into this and be a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Like, it took me 2 seconds to find it. Yeah. And like this was my like, so I like texted like my aunt and I was like, hey, you're gonna want to like either take this down or put some like serious privacy settings on because any weirdo can look this up.
Yep. And you do not want that.
And it wasn't, I want to clarify, it wasn't like, I don't know, like selfies or anything. Like it was just like pictures of the kid just being a kid.
And even though it is innocuous, it is not a bad thing. It is now a bad thing because the internet is scary and there are bad people on it.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just, like, there was zero, like, it was fully public.
Yeah. And you have to hide that shit now.
You have to.
Especially when there is a defined, like, age, and especially with Facebook. Hey, fuck Facebook.
Fuck Facebook. I mean, very few people use Facebook now, thankfully, but...
But Facebook was the thing that normalized this.
It was, yeah.
Facebook was the thing that normalized, hey, put your job here, put your fucking name, put your age, put your relationship status. Hey, why the fuck did they put it's complicated as an option?
That is the funniest thing in the world. Who used that?
It's complicated. It's complicated. Like,
well, Facebook was designed
to stir drama.
Facebook was designed for your inner circle. Yeah. Inherently. It was supposed to be designed for you to connect with people you know in real life.
Yeah.
And
like LinkedIn or something.
Like, yeah. And the fact that all social media sites have essentially pulled from this formula.
Yeah. It's scary.
It's scary because it's not, this formula wasn't built for full, like, online interaction. This was built for, like, your like friends and family in real life. That's why this stuff was marginally more okay then, because you were to set it up so the only people you're talking to are people who already know this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But now everything is like that. Everything is expected to be like like every website now you are expected to have all your information on there for everybody to see. It's become normalized because of Facebook.
And okay, this is a PSA. Obviously, I have no control over your decisions or anything, but I know it's normalized, so I'm going to say it. If you have a card, make sure that you limit the information that you put on it.
I don't think this is super important for us to say, because most you're an 18. This is an 18+ chat. Everybody here is adults. Chat.
Everyone here is an adult.
This stuff is for kids.
This is for kids.
Like,
I feel like a kid is gonna sneak in here though.
Fair enough.
First off, get the fuck out of here. Go to bed. Second off, second off, please be safe. Please be safe. It is so normal to put every single little thing about you, including like your age, your location. Like, be careful with time zones. Be careful with saying, oh, hey, like, I'm near this city, even if you're like in that city.
The thing is, like, it's just so normal now. There's not much we can do.
Don't take a picture of your car. Don't take a picture of your front door, because that'll have your address on it. Fucking check everything. If anything should scare you, it is that one guy on TikTok who can identify, like, where you live by just a singular picture.
Right?
Which is so fucking scary.
Like, that one guy who was doing, like, GeoGuessr. And guessed,
that
like,
guy.
The exact town he was in, like, every time. Like...
Scary.
Like, everybody was sharing that around, like, oh, this is pretty cool. How does this guy do that? That type of person, like, maybe that person is not using it for evil, but other people can also develop that skill.
Yeah.
And they're not always going to be, like, innocuously just doing it for clicks. Some people are going to use that for bad things.
Like that one, oh god, it was like some stalker. And this stalker was able to... I hope I'm not, like...
Pretty sure that's faked. Even if it is faked, fucking, like, it is not unheard of for groups of people to narrow down exact locations. Let me remind you about the Shia LaBeouf 4chan thing.
The what?
4chan figured out where Shia LaBeouf was by the picture of the stars in the sky. Yeah.
What?
That was years ago.
Jesus Christ.
But, like, this stuff exists.
That's scary.
Anyways.
People are very ingenuitive and very creative, and sometimes they do not do that in the good way.
I don't want to jump on this for too long.
No, for sure.
It's kind of a bummer topic.
Yeah, no. Grillbert.
Love that little freak.
He has been sleeping on our bed. I woke up this morning, and I felt someone, like, poking my back, and I'm like, Sophie, it is, I don't know what time it is in the morning. I'm trying to sleep. I don't want you, like, kicking me or something. And I get up for the morning, and Grillbert gets up, and he was just curled up in a ball against my back. And I'm like, oh, baby guy.
Also, he's not shrimp napping anymore. Now he's just regular kitty cute napping. He moved. He's not
Do you want
shrimping
to take
anymore.
a picture of him? Sure. You've got your phone right there. Can you take a picture of our perfect little son? Our ideal little boy.
Our little clout.
Our little handsome clout farm. And then put it on the Discord, !Discord, by the way. !Discord if you want to see Grillbert pictures. By the way, if you're subscribed, there's subscriber channels on Discord. I want to figure out... So I've been putting, like, sneak peeks of, like, stuff I'm working on Discord. But, I want to kind of, like, work on it. I want to work on, I guess, better or, like, more consistent, subscriber, I guess, like, incentives for, like, Discord and such.
I'm putting the picture in announcements.
You're putting a picture in announcements? Okay, put it in announcements.
Where's our announcement?
Up. It's near the top. It's under the mod chat. It's
right
there. You have it
official
muted.
Official. No,
Yeah.
it's not muted. Official was just closed.
Oh, it's downsized.
The
Okay.
drop down was
Yeah. But yeah, he's been such a fucking cute guy. Oh right. So I want to, like, the thing is I don't really know what other streamers do for, like, their subscribers. A lot of times they just say, like, hey, you know, funny badge, emotes in chat, occasionally, like, other things. I don't really know what else, you know?
There's not much we can do. It's not like we can ask them what they want, because I feel like the average chatter doesn't really know what they want to incentivize
but, like,
them to sub. No offense, chat.
The thing is like...
it has to be something like, whoa, that's cool.
It's something
to
that has
grab
to be
your
like,
attention.
oh, whoa, that's cool, but also, like, something
whoa.
that's manageable.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
We'll figure it out someday.
Ooh, yeah.
it
You know, like, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna complain. Oh? I'm gonna fucking complain. It's something that is very funny to me as a pseudo outsider. Okay, so, like, with the VTuber community. I know I'm talking about VTubers right now. Even though, like, I am partaking
of the fruit
of the VTuber fruit, I feel like I'm still, like, kind of an outside spectator for a lot of it. So I'm still learning, like, what a lot of the terms are and stuff, you know? I'm still learning the etiquette, the terms, what to do, what not to do. I'm still relatively new to the whole vroom. I'm still relatively new to, like, the whole, like, VTuber thing. And I think one of the funniest things is the boxes that some VTubers put themselves in. So
okay.
No. Okay, so there's... Oh god, I'm gonna forget the terms the moment I'm talking about them. So there's, So I saw a post, right? And there are, Seizo VTubers, Seizo, which I think are, like, family-friendly. And then there's LewdTubers, which are, like, you know, like, the super boobed-up VTubers. And then someone was like...
Right. I hate this bullshit.
And then there was, like, a post where someone's like, oh, man, like, we should have, like, an in-between, you know, like, child-friendly and, like, super adult, like, borderline pornography getting banned on Twitch, like, thing. And they recommended SusTuber. Now, first off, it's based off the Among Us thing. That's kind of fucking silly. But second off, You mean like a normal fucking person? You mean like a normal human being who like occasionally does like a singular like butt balls joke in chat? Like
that's kind of sus.
Like that's kind of
yes,
sus.
Me.
No, but like the thing is like I am not a sus tuber. I am simply an adult who wants to occasionally make an adult joke and also whose friends will say penis no matter what if I invite them onto my stream. Shout out to my friends. But like, I am simply a streamer. I do not want to identify as, I don't want to be put in this box, right?
I think you're feeding into the discourse.
No,
I don't think people are doing this to get the exact reaction out of you.
No. People are extremely, they're extremely into it.
It's a small minority.
It's a small minority. But they are very vocal about it, and it's so interesting, right? It's so interesting to see, because they're acting like there can be no in between, and it's so weird. And we were talking about it. So like, the categories, right? The categories are interesting because it feels like a way to just already make assumptions about like the person that you are like going to see, right? So like if I hop onto Twitch and I go, oh, this person, I suppose, like identifies their stream as like a lewd tuber stream, which I'm gonna be honest, feel weird saying that word. It makes me feel fucking uncomfortable. But like, I go into a person's stream, right, and they go, like they're a lewd tuber. Whatever.
You're taking pieces of a conversation we had without the proper context.
No,
my darling. No, you are.
I have seen this happen.
No, I know. No. I agree with you, but you're taking pieces of, because this is part of a grander conversation we had.
I know.
This isn't just about this box.
It's about assumptions and stuff. Like if I go into a person's stream and they go, "Oh, I'm a lewd tuber," a lot of lewd tubers, or whatever, or VTubers who are intended for mature audiences, will have first-time chatters come in and they go, "Oh, like penis, sexual innuendo, like I'm going to very much objectify you in my first-time comment," and they go, "That's really funny. I'm going to screenshot it and like really shout this person out for doing this," and then they feel like they can go into like a ton of other people who I guess ID quote unquote as like lewd tubers, and they feel like this is an okay thing to do, which is a very interesting thing, I guess. I'm a bit jumbled on what I'm trying to say, but
you are taking pieces of conversations we've had over the past few days without proper context, I think.
Okay.
Do
you wish to clarify anything, my love?
Not necessarily. It's just a very long, very very nuanced topic.
Extremely nuanced.
Pulling little pieces out of.
I am. I'm like getting to the conclusion without all of the other like things. The conversation is about the conversation, not the conclusion that is drawn. and yet here I am.
I love you.
I'm
basically people
somewhat venting. People be horny. People be enjoying, really enjoying, like, fitting themselves into boxes and identifying themselves into oblivion, over, like, kind of silly topics, gonna be honest, with, like, the fucking...
Well, where this conversation comes from is it comes back to the card thing.
It comes back to the card.
This whole conversation we had is like, we kind of came to the conclusion, like, because it's, everybody has to define themselves, right, with their however many words they want to use. I'm not talking about, like, what I mean is, like, oh, I'm like a fandom blogger.
I'm a fandom blogger. These are all of my, like, favorite movies and videos. These are all of the things that I hate.
Well, it's like here's my list of mental illnesses. Yeah. Here's my list of political beliefs. Here's my list of media I consume. This is who I am, and the insistence on pushing more and more of that to be a person's identity is a way to have a conclusion on somebody before you actually know them as an individual. Mm-hmm. It is a TLDR for an entire person's personality, regardless of how actually accurate or in-depth that is. And that's where a lot of the stuff that your conclusion like came from for our previous conversation.
Yep. Thank you for TLDRing.
No worries.
The fucking conversation.
I love you.
I love you.
I just got smalled.
You just got smalled?
I got smalled.
Oh. You're so little. You fit in the palm of my hand. You were sitting on my you are sitting on my shoulder. I tuck you into a little matchbox every single night, I feed you little tiny pieces of graham cracker.
The only identifier that matters is if you like to drink a glass of milk or not. True. Fuck milk. Straight up.
You're lactose. You're lactose intolerant.
I'll die on this hill. Fuck milk.
It's
thick. It's thick. It's too thick.
You just have beef because of Milk Hell.
No,
that old
listen.
stream.
No. Milk Hell was bad, but I've always hated milk.
All right, you're also lactose.
I think milk is a fine ingredient. Okay, let me put it this way, right? Yeah. I love ketchup. I'll put ketchup on my fries. I'll put ketchup on my fucking my many potato objects. I'll put ketchup on a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna drink the ketchup straight out of the bottle. Are you
implying milk is a condiment?
Yes, I'm not a condiment, but it's an ingredient.
Milk is a condiment.
Okay,
Sophie
all right. Here's another thing.
Here's
another thing. I'm not gonna eat flour out of a bag. I'm not gonna eat flour out of a bag because it's not in food mode. Milk is great in a lot of things. It makes some beautiful cheese. You can make milk shakes. Those are delicious. It's a fine ingredient. If you drink milk on your own, you're a freak.
I drink milk on its own.
Since when? I've never seen it happen.
Yeah, because we don't buy milk.
Well, I married a freak then. It's not even
you.
true. We did buy milk for a while, and you never drank it.
Well, it's because I get anxious.
About milk?
No, about drinking things that you buy for yourself. Or eating things that you buy for yourself.
You're insane. I love you.
I love you. I have refrigerator sharing anxiety.
We're married.
I know, but I still
I
have anxieties
I
about
love
it,
you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm
I love you.
teasing.
No. It's okay. I love you. Oh God, what is it? Back before our marriage. Back before I married you or whatever.
In the dark times.
In the dark times. BS before Sophie.
BS. Better Saul.
Better Saul. Before that, so what I would do is you need 3 things. Number 1, milk. Number 2, like a piece of like brownie, like little brownie bites or something. And number 3, chopsticks. So what you do? No. Listen to the process.
Listening.
Okay. So what you need is chopsticks. You take a brownie bite, right? And you dunk it into the milk. You fully drown it. You pull it out. It is full. It is full of that awesome like succulent milk. And then you put it in your mouth and it's yeah, baby. Your fingers don't get wet. You don't have to like stab it so it doesn't like fall apart like on a fork or anything. It is the ideal sopping brownie.
I have never understood the...
And then you dunk it, you eat it,
No.
When you're done, you drink the rest of the milk.
I have never understood the idea behind dunking your stuff in milk. It is just wet now. It's just wet. I don't want to eat a wet cookie. I don't want to eat a wet brownie.
It is...
I don't want my food to be soggy.
Okay. Maybe milk is a condiment, and maybe I like dunking the things in milk, huh? I couldn't imagine dipping my french fries in fucking ketchup. Oh, that's so gross. Why the hell would anyone do that? It's just wet. It's
not wet. It doesn't get wet. Ketchup isn't wet.
It's just goopy.
Ketchup isn't wet. What kind of ketchup are you taking eating where it's like dripping?
None of it, because it's gross.
You're insane. You're insane.
New poll. Is ketchup wet?
It's not wet.
Poll.
It's not wet. It's too viscous to be wet.
Is ketchup
Are you wet if you're covered in Jell-O?
Yes. You're...
What the fuck? No!
Yes.
It's not wet. Ketchup is not wet.
Ketchup's wet.
This is the new is water wet like argument.
I feel like
this is way more intense. Ketchup isn't fucking wet. Are you serious?
I feel like ketchup is viscousy enough to be occasionally considered wet.
No, it's not wet.
Hold on, let me open up the poll. A lot of people are saying yes.
Chat, you're wrong. Chat, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. But sometimes a lot of people are wrong about a single thing. Syrup is not wet.
Syrup is wet. No, syrup is very much a more liquidy state than ketchup. Like ketchup, I'm yanking your chain a little bit, you know? But like syrup, I consider syrup a wet food. Because, you know, you drench your pancakes in syrup.
Okay, fine. Syrup's a little more wet. Syrup's a little more wet.
That's what I fucking
Syrup
call it.
drips is the thing. Syrup will drip like a liquid. Ketchup won't. It'll just slide down the
Ketchup
plate.
will drip.
No, it won't drip. It'll just kind of like goop.
No, ketchup will drip.
Ketchup doesn't drip.
Ketchup can drip.
Ketchup does not drip.
I have seen ketchup drip.
It doesn't drip. It doesn't have like a droplet, like, you know, down the windshield, the raindrop down the windshield. Syrup will do that. Ketchup won't do that.
Ketchup will do that.
No, it'll just go. Do I need to put ketchup on the window right now?
I don't put ketchup on the window. I hate ketchup. But I'm going to say something awful. Chat, I'm going to say something awful. Cover your ears, okay? Are your ears covered? Sophie, you forget about ketchup pre-cum. That gross little fucking
That's
icky
not the
bit
same thing.
that
That's
is
just
like...
vinegar. That's just the vinegar separating.
Okay.
That's wet because it's separated vinegar. Vinegar's wet because it's the same consistency as water. It's not viscous.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you've never heard of ketchup pre-cum, chat. Come on. Oh, we got a bunch of babies in here.
Oh, we got a bunch of babies in here.
Never heard
this
of ketchup
is a
pre-cum?
18+.
Come on.
Come on.
There's a guy I knew in high school who didn't realize you were supposed to mix the ketchup.
Wait, read Noble Vagrant's thing.
I knew a person in a high school who didn't know you're supposed to mix ketchup, and they thought that the ketchup pre-cum was just sort of a part of it.
Extra tasty treat.
They thought it was just something you had to, so they would empty it in their sink. Every time they opened their ketchup, they just drip it over their sink and let that little bit of vinegar drip out. Isn't that gross?
I hate that. Thanks. No, that's... I already get, like, grossed out by ketchup, but just dripping it into the sink sounds fucking atrocious.
Yeah, that person was a freak. I could be wrong, I think that person was the same one who was a carbon copy of the Nostalgia Critic.
The what?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Oh, you know I went to high school with somebody who was a clone of the Nostalgia Critic. I've told you about this before.
I don't recall. I don't recall this conversation happening before, but I suppose. I love you. I love you so much.
I love you.
I love you.
I don't believe that ketchup is wet. It is not liquidy enough.
Okay. So at what point does it become liquidy?
When it
like,
drips.
what is your... Okay. But ketchup does drip.
It doesn't. It slides. It's like saying a slug drips if you, like...
No,
let
slugs are
gravity take
very
over
much
it.
different.
No!
Slugs are literally, like, solid.
Well, yeah, they're more solid, but, like...
Are you saying that ketchup has the exact same, like, fucking consistency
I didn't
as a
say
slug?
that!
I mean, it's what you're comparing.
It can make things damp. That's... different.
I love you.
Not really. It's more slimy. No, that's more of a slimy
Yeah, actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm opening up Google.
Okay. What is Google gonna say? Google isn't a philosopher. Google doesn't get to make the final call here.
No, I'm gonna Google it, and we'll just see. Google, is ketchup wet? It'll take a second to type in.
Z is right. Ketchup is slimy. It's not wet. It's slimy.
Is slimy wet?
It's more of a slime.
Ketchup is a liquid with bits of
yeah,
solid
that's
in
asking
it.
if it's a liquid or a solid. Yeah, that's nothing.
Is ketchup considered wet in Reddit? I don't know if I want to look at Reddit.
Don't click it. Reddit's a good place for having a lot of very strange people ask very strange questions. Click that one.
I hate Reddit. I don't want to touch it. Does ketchup soak? It stains. People say yes.
And then comment removed by moderator. This is censorship! That's the one person who wasn't afraid to speak the truth.
They were talking about ketchup pre-cum. I promise.
No, that was the person who wasn't afraid to say the truth. They were saying, no, ketchup is not wet, and the moderators censored them.
Oh my god.
It's censorship.
I can't fucking... Ketchup can soak.
Soaking like slime, but it's not wet. It's different.
I love you.
Ketchup can make things wet because of the liquidy parts in it, but it's not wet itself.
Okay.
The wet part...
Is a smoothie wet?
Yes.
Well, a smoothie's got a whole bunch of parts, and it's just the liquid that makes it wet.
But, yeah, but it's more...
Is a Slurpee wet?
Yeah, it kind of depends on how, like, fresh out of the tube it is.
Well, I know it's not wet because it's only the fucking parts of the Slurpee that make it wet. Only the wet parts.
Fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna argue this then. It only becomes wet when it melts.
It only becomes
straight up. Yes, it
so
only
you're
is
implying
dry ice. Dry ice, Duke. Dry ice. What is dry? Is dry ice wet? It says dry in the name. Frozen things are only wet when they melt.
Oh my fucking god.
They just melt very quickly when you touch them, but they are only wet when they melt. So yes, I will argue this.
Oh my god.
I will argue
We're
this, that a
doing
Slurpee
this?
is only wet when it starts to melt.
I love you so much. Okay, wait. I do want to step in just for a second, and I want everyone to know that we are obviously in love and we're just having fun with this.
Oh yeah, of course. This is very fun.
But also, you're a fool. We're
No!
divorcing. Oh my goodness.
I don't care that it's not frozen water. It's still the same idea.
It is not frozen water. It is constantly rotated in order to keep it wet. It pours. It pours out of the...
You're talking about Slurpee. I'm talking about dry ice. We're talking about two different things.
We're talking about dry ice now. God damn it. No, dry ice isn't...
Ketchup is a type of goo. Yes, Cal, you're on my side now.
Dry ice is a solid.
Yeah, but okay, ketchup.
Ketchup is not a solid. It goops.
No, ketchup is... Oh my god. Okay.
If dry ice was a liquid, it would be
ketchup
a
isn't a
slush.
solid, but neither is Jell-O. But Jell-O's not fucking wet until it separates. The wet part separates. The separation.
Jell-O is literally a substance that is separate from solids and liquids.
Yes, that's what I'm...
But ketchup is not a Jell-O.
But it's the same idea.
Ketchup is not a
It's the same
Jell-O.
principle.
It's not the same
It's the same principle.
I love you.
I love you. Ketchup isn't wet.
I can't
It's
fucking
not
believe this.
wet.
It's
a whole of ketchup. Whole. A whole ketchup is not wet. Once the chemicals inside there start to separate, sure, those separated parts can become wet.
Okay.
But it's not wet on its own.
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get nowhere in this fucking Socratic seminar here. But like, I don't know. It separates into wet and non-wet.
Yes, it does.
The
But
thing-
on its own, it's not wet. It's too solid. This is sounding increasingly like a is water wet? No, is water wet is nothing to me. That argument is nothing. Nothing.
We don't give a shit about water.
No, this is about ketchup.
This is about ketchup.
Way more important. Are you kidding? Listen, no, ketchup,
One
it
of
doesn't
nature's
drip
wonders.
like water. It doesn't flow like water. It doesn't flow.
Okay.
If you were
I'm
to
opening up Google.
spray ketchup on a window,
gonna-
it would just sort of like goop down.
I'm going to
and then
open up
fall.
the dictionary. Wet definition.
No, this is not going to get us anywhere. This is the water is wet conflict.
Okay.
This is nothing.
Covered or saturated with water or another liquid. Showing a lack of forcefulness or strength of character. Okay.
That's British. No, that's British. You don't want to go in near there.
Ew, British.
It's liquid that makes things damp.
Something that makes things damp. Or it's covered in water.
Ketchup doesn't make things damp until the vinegar starts to separate. It sits on top of the food.
I don't know.
What about dough? Is dough wet? Not a chance in hell.
No,
dough is wet.
Dough
no.
is not wet. Dough is something that Homer Simpson says.
True. Also, somebody's saying that it's saturated with water. It has water in it. You know what else has water in it? My goddamn palm. We're 70% water. Are we wet? Maybe when I get a little sweaty. Maybe I'm a little heated right now. I'm wet. But I am not functionally wet just because I have water in me.
Uh-huh.
Everything has water in it.
That's the joys of the world, baby.
I don't know what a colloid is, but I support it because it doesn't sound wet.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, this argument has gotten so out of hand.
It's very fun.
It's very fun,
having
and I
a
love
blast.
you so much.
I love you.
So we're gonna. Okay, so this is what we have to do. In our wet divorce.
Yeah.
We have to split up chat.
Okay.
And there's going to be wet chat, and there's going to be
Dry chat.
There's going to be dry chat.
Oh, to be part of wet chat.
Oh, to be part of wet chat. Well, too bad, Sophie. You're part of dry chat now.
No. You're
That's
thinking
right, so
in black and white is all. That's all I'm saying.
Huh?
I'm just saying all of you are thinking in black and white.
Oh, and you're so. So is ketchup dry?
It's not dry, but it's not wet either.
Okay,
Same
so
way
what's-
Jello isn't a solid or a liquid.
Okay, so what we... Okay, Google. Is there something between wet and dry?
Okay.
Dry versus wet, what's the difference? What is the difference between wet and dry dog food?
This is nothing. There is nothing here. Moist
is still on the wet side. Would you say that ketchup is moist?
I'm thinking about that one. Yeah, I would say ketchup is moist. I think moist is our middle road.
There's a lot of dog food searches.
There is a lot of dog food searches. Get out of here. No, moist isn't wet. No, I disagree.
I think we have to make up our own word.
It's just ketchup, baby.
No, but this is beyond ketchup.
It's a paste.
This is beyond wet and dry. I think we have to make up a new word for the English language.
Wait, actually, are pastes wet? There's a question.
I feel like that is a sliding scale.
Okay.
Betwixt wet and dry.
Ketchup is a plasma.
Ketchup is kind of plasmic.
No. maybe our sci-fi understanding of plasma.
No, think about it. Blood plasma. That's just a little bit of wet with a little bit
That's just basically ketchup.
It's
red?
Yeah, red. With little bits in it. Basically plasma.
Paint is wet? Yeah, paint is wet.
Paint is wet until it's not.
Stuff is wet if it drips like water. If you were to splash it on the side of a thing, if it would go and have streaks, it would like drip down in streaks, like, you know, the little dewdrop sort of falling down. That's wet.
Sure.
If it doesn't do that, it's not wet.
Well, I suppose so.
If I were to spray ketchup on a wall, it would kind of goop
drip
down.
down.
No, it wouldn't.
It would drip down.
It would. I literally will do this experiment. Don't tempt me, and I know you hate ketchup. I'm willing to do it. You're not.
I hate the smell so fucking
I know
much.
you do, so don't make me do this.
I love you.
I know how ketchup works.
I will literally not be able to sit. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I cannot sit in the same room as, like, open ketchup.
I love you.
I
Thank
love
you
you.
for having this argument.
Oh, of course, I love you. Peanut butter? Peanut butter's not
Peanut
wet.
butter's not wet at all.
Peanut butter's not wet.
You're serious? Yeah, how can you say peanut butter isn't wet, but ketchup is?
Ketchup is wetter than peanut butter.
I'm gonna fucking...
Peanut butter has a different consistency.
Yes, hold on. So ketchup isn't wet, but salsa's completely different. If you were to throw salsa at a wall, it would drip down like water.
Salsa.
It's wetter. It's wet.
Salsa is more wet with, like, bits in it.
Yeah. That's like saying if you took water and put rocks in it, it's not wet anymore. Like, no.
It is like a clumpy mush wet. It is a different consistency. It is also a dance. Haha, baby.
Peanut butter is a food paste. It's a dry goop. So is fucking ketchup. They're both pastes.
Stick your hand in a thing of ketchup and stick your hand in a thing of peanut butter. It will be very different.
I mean, I feel like that's just not a fair argument.
No, yes it is.
No, it's not. You stick your things in a lot of things, it's gonna feel different.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in hot water and cold water, it's gonna feel different. They're still both wet.
I'm just saying, like, one of them is going to be...
Types of colloids are foam, gas held within a liquid, gel, liquid, sol, as above, emulsion, two or more liquids that won't mix, held together by emulsifying agent, and solution. Ketchup, okay. Ketchup is a solution.
Ketchup is a solution. Well, I guess we found our solution.
I love you.
Well.
But wait, ketchup will separate because ketchup, the vinegar separates.
Well, yeah. A lot of solutions separate.
What?
Mm-hmm.
But they
Think about it. Think about, like...
They just said a solution doesn't separate. Chemistry's hard.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about, something easier. Like, is there an afterlife?
No. We're not doing that. When I go to hell, the devil better sound like Chase. Hey, it's me, the devil.
The devil.
The devil.
I'm glad I'm seeing that all over the place.
I am
It makes
so
me
glad
very
to.
happy.
All the little animatics and stuff are so fucking cute. Great job. Great job, guys. Fucking adorable shit. They did so well. And I'm so glad that everyone is getting like equal amounts of love, because everyone was so fucking talented. Holy
Everybody
shit.
on that was on their fucking A game.
A goddamn
Straight up,
game.
like some of the best work any of them have all done, all packed into one dub. That was a fantastic dub.
Fucking.
It's at 1.4 million views right now already.
Yeah,
in like
it's
a
only
few
been
days.
5 days.
5 days.
It's been 5 days, 1.4 million.
It hit a million on day 2. I think.
Yeah, it did.
That's crazy.
It's nuts. We should do a movie night where we watch it, just in
That'd be fun,
the server, just for fun, just for funsies.
Thank you, Ploots Boots. I worked very hard on my part. You
did a great job.
Again, I didn't edit it. I just did the sounds. Penny still did the editing, but
but you did a good job with it. Seriously, I love you.
I love you. I make it sound so when they walk around, there's a footsteps.
And you also made the lasers, and you made the gun shoots. You did a great job. Without you, it would have been less full. There's
a number of sounds that got cut out, though.
Yeah,
either cut
notice.
out or
taken
quieted
over
down
by the
or something.
music
Yeah, there was a lot of sound effects. Specifically, actually, the one that sticks out the most to me is the
Shadow the Hedgehog gun cock.
No, that was. Oh no, that one's fine. I expected that one to get taken out. No, the one that sticks out to me the most is the in the Team Chaotix scene flashback. I filled that scene out with a lot of audio, and it either got quieted down to be very difficult to hear, or it was taken out or something. Like, you can't hear the throw of the throwing knife and the sticking into the wall very much, or any of that. Which is fine.
Which is okay. Yeah. The parts that did stay in were very good. And I feel like even if they were quieted down, it still added an impact sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
That your brain, like...
Your brain registers.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is kind of the point. It's just for brain registration.
Also, yeah, the time loop idea was just fantastic. Like, very clean and simple way to make that dub work. Good job, Penny.
Speaking of simple and clean, I'm so excited for the
Kingdom Hearts dub! Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be such a fucking blast, but it's also gonna be, like, so much work getting all of the
I hope we do a
stuff.
lot of them, because I would kill to do Zigbar in a dub. I would fucking kill
Please
somebody
be
for that.
Zigbar.
I mean,
That would be
Zigbar's
so
very
fucking
far
funny.
away.
I
and
know.
I don't know if they'll ever do Kingdom Hearts 2, and I don't even know if I'll be in the dubs, but, like,
True.
God, I would kill to be Zigbar.
I mean, the thing is, the good news with Kingdom Hearts is there's a lot of characters.
That's the thing.
That's the
There's
opposite.
so many characters in Kingdom Hearts.
There's the opposite issue of what this
The
dub
Shadow
had.
dub, yeah. The reason a lot of people weren't in the Shadow dub that are in the core dub cast is because of that.
It's extremely limited cast.
Yeah.
Like, even some of the people who were in, like, Holly, had very, like, limited roles. Even though she fucking nailed it. And also Devon nailed it a lot. Everyone did such a great job.
Also, Artemis Bones, you have a special interest in SFX, and I killed it. Thank you. Maybe I still have a copy of the full video with...
You should go through it.
Well, I have a copy of, like, the video without any voices or music, just the sound effects. I might, if Penny permits, might plug that somewhere and just, like, an unlisted video and just let people click on it if they want. If they have the, share the link in the community or something.
That'd be fine.
Sophie for Aerith, you think? Okay.
Ho ho ho.
Well, thanks.
Hell yeah. No matter who you get, you do a fucking good
I just
job.
appreciate the obviously in there. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. I love you, darling.
I love you.
No matter what character they do or do not choose you for, you'll do great. You're a funny individual.
I'm sure I'll have a part in it regardless. Even if I'm not voicing in it, I'll probably be helping out with the editing and stuff.
True. You're a very good editor.
God, yeah, I need to update my audio equipment. I've
So
updated my
funny.
audio. That is probably my favorite joke in the dub. I thought that was... I lost my mind. I got to hear that in the rough copy.
So fucking funny.
Penny didn't even have to edit that one to, like, come together, because occasionally lines, to make them sound crispier, Penny, like, puts them in, squeezes them together in a more natural way.
I mean, it makes sense. They're going off of what they see. It
yeah,
might
I mean,
take half a
and
second
there's
to
delay with the
register.
video too.
Yeah.
But that part was just clean Devon. That was so good.
Funny motherfucker. And then Alfred reprising his role as Eggman.
Classic.
So happy to hear him talk about piss again. I love that. I could tell, like, at that point, that everyone was waiting. They're like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do
Yeah.
it?
As soon as I saw the laser when I was editing, I was like, oh boy,
Oh,
somebody's got to point this out.
The piss on the moon bit is obviously one of the most iconic.
It's like ascended
pieces.
Like it's not just like a bit on its own anymore. It's like it's reached the point where we can make bits about the bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. I feel bad about what it became a little bit, because I feel like it de-incentivized Alfred from like, you know, continuing on as Inkman for like a hot second, because like, you know, people were like harassing like actual voice
Things
actors
got complicated
and stuff.
for a while. I don't know if it's our place to talk about.
No,
that
that's
stuff.
true. That's true. But I'm so glad that there were so many good bits in this one.
Also, yeah, Tails being possessed by the devil's dog. That part was funny.
Oh,
yeah,
that was so
Penny
silly.
was so anxious about that part. So Penny has so many editing issues. We can talk about this now.
Can we talk about it for her, or
I'm sure she's talked about it. I think it's fine.
She's probably
started editing in Premiere, and then Premiere was like taking
Completely
like
pooped
several
itself.
seconds to play whenever she hit the play button, so she couldn't edit with that. It was just exploding. So she switched to DaVinci. And then that was fairly smooth, but she had to rebuild the entire project twice. From scratch. And then when it came to rendering, there was a bunch of weird rendering issues. Things weren't rendering properly.
DaVinci is so weird with like rendering.
It is
and
weird. I
exporting.
don't like how DaVinci's rendering
is
menu
not
works.
good.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna stick with Premiere.
Yeah.
Because
The
I
thing
see
is-
the benefits of DaVinci,
Yeah.
and maybe one day I'll move. But I do actually have some gripes with DaVinci, specifically like a lot of how the rendering works in it. And all
Yeah,
that,
you've
so.
had to help me through it a bit.
I did, and I still don't get it. It's a very weird system.
It is incredibly weird, yeah.
But yeah, the dub was fantastic though. I loved it. I loved every second.
It was great. Everyone did such a great job. And I'm excited for the future. And I'm excited for everyone to be very happy and proud of themselves with this one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This one knocked it out of the park. Some people better start watching the Until Dawn dub though. That one did not get nearly enough attention.
How many views did that one get?
I think part 2 got like 500k.
That's still pretty nice.
That's decent, but like the Until Dawn dub was fucking hilarious.
It was. And I'm not biased because my wife was one of the main characters or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm not even talking. I'm extraordinarily insecure about my own parts. I'm talking about everybody else's parts. I love the Until Dawn dub. Cause like y'all gotta remember, I am friend of the group first, but also a fan behind that.
Oh, absolutely.
I started out just like as a fan of the dubs. I still enjoy them as just pieces of content.
I enjoyed my friends' pieces of content.
Hee hee.
Yeah, no, but we are so lucky. I hope you don't mind me saying this. We are so lucky to be able to have the honor of being like friends with everyone.
I
in there.
know. I
Everyone's
love all
so
my friends
fucking
so much,
neat.
and I'm just so like honored that I get to be friends with people that I not only that I look up to a lot, but also that like are kind and to me
Incredibly nice.
and appreciate me and are just good people.
They're cool people.
They're cool people.
kids. Incredibly fucking talented.
Everybody's
Holy
saying
shit.
Until Dawn is their favorite dub is based. Straight up, Until Dawn is so good. That was
love
such
you.
a good dub.
It was a lot of fun. We should rewatch it.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
It's got to mute it at the parts where I'm in it.
No.
I'm just too anxious.
No.
I'm too anxious. It's why I haven't gone into the video essay stuff. I got a rough draft for the script for a video essay I want to make, and I haven't even moved past that because I don't want to have to make a thing and then listen to myself and edit it while listening to myself. I just get
God,
anxious.
same. So like, I want to make like little highlight reels and like, you know, of my fucking like streams and shit. It is so hard to do. I have issues like editing down like clips and shit, or like what's it called? Like fucking even exporting clips and stuff is so hard because you go, oh no, that's me.
Chat, you know the feeling like you hear yourself on the phone or whatever in a recording, you're like, oh, that's what I sound like? Imagine that's your career.
Yeah. No, but seriously, it's rough.
I feel like Until Dawn was just really right for a fan dub as a game. Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
My favorite part of the Until fan dub is just how well everybody brought the plot together. Like, Devon had a very limited amount of time on screen.
Sadly.
Very sadly. But fuck, he brought so much of like the story, like the lore of what was happening together in his short time. It was incredible.
It's very, very impressive, very talented. And also for like a newcomer. You know,
I know!
Like,
no, Devon is a natural.
Devon is a fucking natural. Absolute comedic genius. It's really good.
Also, we should do a David Cage game. Probably not gonna happen because of how gross David Cage is.
That's the issue.
We've talked about it, I think, in the past. Just no plans right now. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is our next. We have no plans past Kingdom Hearts. So
yeah. I can't wait for the fucking Detroit Become Human dub.
Don't even. It could happen someday.
But it could not.
Yeah, I feel like it's not out of the question, but it's also just like David Cage sucks so much.
So
shit that, like,
much, yeah.
Like I am pretty confident we would never do something like Heavy Rain, because Heavy Rain really shows how shitty David Cage is.
Yeah.
I can't stand Heavy Rain. I don't know.
Oh, there's so much dirt.
Me when
Oh,
I'm
there's-
looking at the outside.
So much grime.
Me when I pull up the grass.
I love
I
you.
look
Here, get
under
over
it.
here. Get over here. Mwah.
I love you.
I love you. Oh my golly goodness. Oh my golly goodness.
Oh, your golly gee goodness.
Oh my golly goodness. I am so happy to be streaming more right now. I am so glad that I took a break, but I'm also so glad that I'm able to stream more.
Yeah.
And I'm also so glad that I've been working on a project that I don't know if I should talk about or not. The thing that I stayed up until like 2 a.m. just like drawing.
Hell yeah.
It's not like it's a huge thing or whatever.
It's not
But,
like it's
it
super
could
important to you or
potentially-
whatever.
It's like it could potentially be like a really big change to like my stream and layout and everything. It could be like a really big like step forward as like a...
Also, Transgirl Trish, thank you for the resub. I don't think the thing came up on screen.
What? Why didn't it?
I don't know.
What the hell? Here, let me 8 minutes ago. What?
I know.
I hit replay.
Spoken.
I hit replay.
Spoken.
Well, if it plays 3 times in a row in a second,
Then we
like,
know why.
Then we know why. But yeah, Transgirl Trish, thank you so much for the 2 whole gosh darn months. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, are we gonna still get McDonald's tonight?
Oh yeah, if you want McDonald's, you can get it.
I want McDonald's. I'm gonna wait a little bit though. Not hungry yet.
So last night, we ate dinner, and Sophie was like instantly after, she was like, I want McDonald's.
No, not instant. No, what happened is last night,
Uh-huh.
we had dinner. It was pierogies. It was fucking delicious, by the way. Like, I missed the pierogies. That was delicious.
Yeah, it was really good.
We had some pierogies, and then afterwards I was like, you know what? I'm still hungry. Let's have some pizza. And
then we
yeah,
had
Duke was
some
like, you know what?
pizza.
Sure. We made an oven pizza. The alert didn't come. I think the alerts are down,
Oh
but
my
the
god.
song requests are on. That's
Well,
weird.
Anonymous, thank you so much for the 690.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I guess alerts are down, but that's on still, which is nice at
love
least.
the Cult of the Lamb music. It's so fucking fun.
Oh hell yeah!
It-
but
it
anyways,
blends into the
anyways,
background
so we
there.
made an oven pizza, and then after that, the oven pizza sucked ass. Like it was like wet. it was wet.
wet.
Ketchup may not be wet, but that pizza was wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just the dough was not cooked through.
It was
bad oven
nasty.
pizza.
Yeah.
And so we later on, I was like, I want McDonald's, and Duke was like, tomorrow. And
Tomorrow,
I took that
we've
to
already
heart.
had 2 dinners.
I took that to heart.
And now you can have McDonald's today. And I hope it's very good. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it makes you smile and clap your hands.
Well, the reason I want McDonald's so bad is because last time we got McDonald's, I ordered 2 cheeseburgers
Uh-huh.
because it's the same price as getting 1 Big Mac.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, fuck, I'd love 2 cheeseburgers. And then I got the order, and they only gave me 1 cheeseburger.
Oh, no.
I know, I was so sad. I was like, I
No.
ordered it. And you know what? The 1 cheeseburger was exactly as like satisfying as I wanted it to be.
Oh,
so I was
yeah.
extra sad when the other one just wasn't there.
That's so sad.
I was so sad.
I love you, darling. That's tragic.
Pizza is wet. This one was. This pizza was wet.
No, it was a really gross soggy.
It was soggy.
center.
It literally it was like watery.
It was
gross.
watery. It was
really gross.
Yeah.
What made it wet? The dough was completely uncooked, but also like this. I guess the tomato sauce was just like watery.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It was bad.
It was not cooked through well.
Grease too, probably oils.
Yep.
No clue. It was gross.
Yeah. Plus, like, it has to thaw in the oven because it's like one of those oven pizzas. So then all of like the ice and shit gets on it, and it gets all gross and soggy from all that. It's just
I wish
it's
there
just
was
not a
like
good
I wish
situation.
I wish they could figure out how to make good oven pizza.
They do. It's called DiGiorno. But
You realize that's what we ate, right? It's
know,
just
but
under a different name.
the American DiGiorno is simply better.
It's the
There are
same-
these okay,
it's
so
the
there are
same
these like
thing!
there are these like mini pizzas. No, you don't get it. There are these mini pizzas that I used to have back in Southern California, and they were so much better. To be fair, we did have a oh god, what is it called? A toaster oven, and that toasts shit so fucking good.
That's a toast.
I missed my toaster oven. It was so yummy and so delicious, and it made everything so good.
We can get a toaster oven. They're not expensive.
I don't want to spend our money on a toaster oven.
That's fair.
We have so many other things we can spend it on.
I just feel like it's probably like, what, $30 for a toaster oven? You get one used from Value Village or something?
Maybe.
It's like the same price as ordering just a meal.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The thing is we already got an oven. I feel like it's a very much a luxury.
Sure.
This is our issue with like spending any money. Is me going, do we need it though?
And yet we can consider a fucking treadmill.
To be fair, I have been saying, ooh, do we need it though?
That's true. But we do fucking need it.
Yeah, we do not go outside enough.
Treadmill's good.
I have developed a little bit of agoraphobia.
Awesome!
And it physically like fucking hurts to go outside. I get so anxious. It is an active fucking detriment.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No, it's okay.
I love you.
I love you. I just get like the world's largest like anxiety spikes and junk.
Yeah.
It's for a whole bunch of reasons, but hopefully once like immigration and stuff clears up, it'll ease. But it started with COVID and it is continuing now. Oog.
Oog.
That stinks. Yeah, it stinks quite a little bit. Cause like people say COVID's over, right? But like the media says COVID's over, right? And no one in our area wears masks.
Apparently they still wear masks up where my mom lives.
Apparently,
we were talking about it. She was telling
she
me.
just caught COVID.
She
So,
did
like-
just get COVID. To be
so,
fair,
like,
she
how
works at a
fucking-
pharmacy.
True.
Yeah.
But, like, this is what I'm talking about, is, like, even in a place where people wear masks and junk,
Yep.
it's like,
No, I know.
oh. I'm sorry. I know it's, like, a bit of a nervous, stinky topic, but,
Mhm.
like, oh, gosh. I do not want to go outside. And I just wish things would get better. Smiling so wide. Cult of the Lamb is such a fun game. If I have more energy, like, later, because it's only 4 o'clock.
Topic shift. Yeah, play some.
Shift, I might play some.
Go for it. I'm
just-
really glad you're enjoying it so much. I love it
It's-
when you find a game that really clicks for you.
This was, like, one of the few times where I was having so much fun that even though my brain was going, like, oh yeah, you know, you're getting tired, you should, like, really stop streaming, you know, to, like, retain your audience and whatever. My heart was like, yeah, but then you gotta stop playing the game, and the game's, like, so much fun, so you should just keep playing even though, like, your ability to entertain is
I mean,
going to be
Chase is doing that. Chase
impacted.
was having, like, multiple streams in a day just to play it.
Yeah, but Chase's energy somehow.
I think you're... I mean, like, Chase is a very funny individual. I think you're giving a little more credit. I think he probably also was
I'm so jealous of my
Did our neighbors
friends.
just drop a bowling ball?
I think our neighbors just dropped the bowling ball. But I'm so jealous of my friends who somehow have energy to do things.
If you
like-
want to talk about somebody who has an absurd amount of energy, let's talk about Mar.
Mar, I love you. Fuck you. Give
How do
me
you
your
do it?
energy. How do you fucking do it? Yeah, you know, like, my average is like a 7-hour stream. Fuck you. Fuck you, Mar. I try to...
Mar.
We love you, Mar. We love you so much. You are amazing and you're an absolute
Move to British
inspiration. Move to BC. I want to hug you, fucker. But, like, I don't know.
I
I don't know how he does it. It's so fucking powerful.
How much money do you think we would need to move all of our friends to BC?
Like $5.
Oh, I don't have that.
Oh no.
Yeah, my mom took away my allowance this week.
Oh no.
I know.
I want to move. I want Streamer House. I want Streamer House so bad.
I want Streamer Boulevard.
I want Streamer Boulevard. I want us all to live on like a nice in a nice little neighborhood. I want all of our yards to be connected, and then I want some of like our friends' dogs to be able to run through all the yards, and then I wanna be able to have picnics with them, and I want to be able to have a garden with them, and we grow fresh food, and we eat fresh food during the springtime, and then we have a bird feeder, and we look at the birds, and then we have flowers, and the flowers are really cool, and there's going to be a bunch of bugs in the flowers. I get to teach my friends about bugs.
I love you.
And then
Gosh, Duke loves bugs so much, and it's so sweet.
Okay, so Sophie was having a rough night. Do you mind if I talk about this?
Sure.
You were having a rough night. You were crying a lot. And I ended up...
Yeah, you don't get to tell them much.
I ended up distracting you by info dumping about, fucking, swallowtail, caterpillars. And, like, teaching you about, like, tiger swallowtail
cool.
and, like, black swallowtail, caterpillars.
Yep, they get, when they're babies, they're all spiky, and they sometimes, when they're in their teenage years, they have a Halloween palette.
And then they turn green around.
And then you touch them, they get angry eyebrows.
And they get angry eyebrows. So true. When I was in California, we had a fennel plant, which caterpillars would live on. So I was raised every spring. We'd go out and we'd look for caterpillars, and we'd find them and we'd poke them, and they get angry little eyebrows, and they emit this like very concentrated smell of fennel, which is supposed to scare away predators. But now I'm just really nostalgic for it.
I love when like ladybugs give off their like angry smells.
Yeah,
and they like poop on you and stuff.
And
it's just like, it smells like bugs.
It's good smells. It reminds me of my
sweet.
childhood.
The thing is, it's like
a
sweet smell.
Yeah.
At least ladybugs. I don't know about fennel, but
oh no, it's a really nice smell.
Nice.
I might be biased though, so like you'll have to fucking find out for yourself. But like the good news is I've seen butterflies up here in BC. So like, I don't know.
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh, it's okay. Once I finish this up, we can go take a nap.
Okay.
But I want to make like a little like natural butterfly garden.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
For butterflies to stop by. I just think it would be really nice.
Hey, darling, I'm very sad.
Yeah?
Our dishwasher's broken, and I want to have craft dinner, but I don't want to clean the pots to make the craft dinner.
That's okay. You can simply starve to death, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I love it. I love you.
Hopefully tomorrow they fix it. The thing is, I'm scared because last time our dishwasher broke, the guy came in like 3 separate times to fix it.
Oh my god, right.
Yeah, I'm scared that's going to happen again.
That definitely could happen again. Because they go, oh yeah, let me just get like a doodad, you know?
Like straight up, it's broken, I think, for the same reason as last time. I mean, the exact same issue happened. Also, when they fixed it last time, they didn't reset it into our counter, so it like you can slide the whole thing out.
The whole thing around.
They didn't screw it back in.
They sure didn't. Oh well.
And the landlord, when I mentioned, like, hey, can you send a guy out? They were like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna contact the same tech we had last time. And I was like, but do you have to do that? Because clearly didn't do that good of a job.
To be fair, it might just be an issue with the machine.
It probably is. It's probably not the tech, but I'm still anxious about it.
Oh, I'm incredibly anxious as well.
I just want our machine to work.
Yeah.
I want to be able to clean dishes.
Yeah.
Even when it was like working, I'm pretty sure it was leaking.
It might have been leaking a little bit.
We just left the towel there, and
we should tell them.
It felt a little damp.
Yeah.
But it worked, so we just kind of ignored it.
So we just kind of ignored it. I feel like that's just like how renting works. Yeah. Is that something kind of breaks, but not enough for you to fucking bug anyone about it.
Our cabinet door.
Like our fucking cabinet door.
One of the cabinet doors for our sink just pops right off.
Uh-huh.
And we just haven't bothered. What else? Our toilet paper roll was broken the moment we walked in here.
Oh, our fucking doorbell was too.
Yeah, doorbell I think was just like, I think that's been disconnected for ages.
Yeah.
But it snapped off the thing when we moved in. We like bumped it lightly and it fell right off.
No,
toilet paper roll.
I'm pretty sure whoever was before us just reset it. Like the way that.
Oh
we
yeah, they
do.
just put it back
They
on.
just
Yeah,
put it back on.
That's what we do.
Yeah. Because like that could go out of your fucking damage deposit.
Exactly.
Like,
you don't want them to see that.
you don't want them to see.
But yeah,
that.
the toilet paper roll, they did the same thing with, they made it look like it was fixed, and then as soon as you like put a roll on it, it like falls off. The one of the handles just was broken off. Honestly, I think we just super glue it and we just don't mention it.
Oh, absolutely.
Cabinet, we might want to talk to them about, because that's the like things that stick into the wood were like stripped.
Yeah.
So we might not want to super glue that, but we could.
What's the worst that could happen?
Lose damage deposit.
Oh. I need you to know when I say like, oh, I need you to think of that like fucking Walter White face he does.
Oh, of
where he's
course,
like,
of course. Oh no, naturally.
And, like falls over. I think of that one voiceover where it's like, Walter, I need my methy. Like, coming your way. Like that thing. Oh, God.
Classic.
Fucking classic.
I hope that one day they come out with an update for this game.
Yeah.
And I hope that they can find a way to have, like, water pooling and draining systems.
Absolutely.
I think that, because that's part of, no?
No.
I just think part of the fun of power washing is, like, all the water flowing to the bottom and, like, the grimy water, and you have to drain it so it doesn't get everything else dirty.
Would you really want that?
Yes.
I cleaned this whole place floor first.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
a
I think it'd be
fool.
fun. I think it'd be a cool, or even if it doesn't affect, like, the dirt levels, if it just, like, you see the water draining away.
That could be fun.
Because that's the only unrealistic part about this. The only one.
The only one.
The only one.
I like it when it go ding when it done.
Well, that happens in real life, too.
Oh,
Have you ever
true.
used a power washer?
No.
Oh, see, I feel you, Girl Stream Team. Yeah, I always worry about, like, damage deposit stuff. Realistically, most
It's
things are
probably
fine.
fine.
I'm pretty sure the last guy who was here got theirs back because, like, the landlord was very nonchalant about, like, talking to us when there was, like, nicks in the walls and stuff.
Yup.
They, like, didn't even recognize they were there. We had to point them out, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, I guess that must have been the last guy. Like,
Which is good.
yeah. All
Good
things
sign.
considered, we got a chill landlord.
All things considered, we got a pretty good deal.
Like, still a landlord, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But chill person, has come out to fix things. No, doesn't really argue when we say, hey, things are broken.
Mm-hmm.
Encourages us to call when that stuff happens. So, you know
Ain't
what?
the
Decent
worst.
landlord.
Yeah. Could have been way worse.
Could have been a lot worse. We actually got really lucky with this place.
No, for sure. We're probably gonna chill here until all the immigration stuff is
And then we're going to move
dealt
up
with.
north.
And then we're gonna hang out with your mom.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna hang out with your cool freaking mom. And we're gonna say hi to your brother who's like older
I
now
know.
or whatever.
He's going to be 18.
He's gonna be 18? That's impossible.
I know.
He's just a little guy. You know, it's really funny because, like, I've only known him for, like, the past 2 years.
Yeah.
But, like, the way that you talk about him and the way that I just, like, picture him... Because, like, let's face it. When you say, like, oh, my younger brother, it evokes an image,
It invokes
you know?
a 12-year-old.
It evokes, like, oh, like, a little fucking kid. And,
Yeah.
like, as, like, another older sibling, I get it.
And then he comes out and he's, like, the same height as us.
Yeah. It's cute.
He can finally watch my stream soon. Oh God,
Oh,
no!
my God.
Oh, I'm gonna run out of reasons to tell him he can't watch them.
Just say only cool kids allowed.
Damn, that's
You're just
harsh.
gonna have to make it 19 plus streams.
I'm gonna increase the age
You're
limit
just gonna
every time he
increase the
has a
age limit
birthday.
every single birthday he has. That would be really funny, actually. These are 19 plus streams. I don't believe in 18-year-olds. I simply still think they are still dumb little kids. The end.
The end.
The end.
But yeah, I love that little guy so much.
Oh, yeah.
That little 12-year-old
That little
in my
kid.
brain. He's grown up to be a very responsible guy.
Oh, yeah. He's very nice and very polite, and I think he's cool.
I think so too.
You got a good draw on the sibling lottery.
I did.
Mhm.
But boy, howdy we fought when we were younger.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, I'm talking screaming matches.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, the works. That's just siblings.
Oh, that's just siblings, yeah. Once upon a time... Oh, God, should I say this on stream? Once upon a time, I accidentally dropped a bit of hand sanitizer in my brother's eye.
I remember you telling me that.
I feel so guilty about it. It's the worst. I feel fucking awful still. And it was just one of those moments where your, like, fucking brain turns off and it just happens and you go, What happened? Who did that? What? Awful.
I love you.
I love you. You were the youngest, so you're the instigator. How dare you? What if you just made a what if I just made a rule right here? No youngest siblings allowed.
Youngest siblings.
You know what you did.
Ugh.
Oh god. Your sister would kick you all the time, but we were awesome at Mario Kart Double Dash, so it was fine. Exactly. That's where it really matters. Is how good you are at like multiplayer, 2-player games.
God, my little brother was so good at like Overwatch and shit. I've talked about this a million times, but he could just flick the stick and be on a person's head. He was a real life aimbot with a controller.
With a controller.
That's scary. I wonder how he's got a PC now. I wonder how he's doing with that.
PC now.
Yeah, he says he likes it. I wonder if he's still gaming hard or if he's been reset to pleb levels or whatever they say.
No. I like this.
You like this?
No, you sound like a fucking 90s character.
Thanks.
God, we should watch some of those like really shitty like 90s.
Can we watch? Oh my god, can we watch Bill and Ted?
Sure.
That's the one with Keanu Reeves, right?
No, yeah, it is.
Can we? I've never seen it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hell
It's cute.
yeah.
It's fine. I don't remember much of it.
I don't know anything about it, but I know they're in it, and I know it's they are very 90s about it.
They're very 90s and very clueless, which can be very endearing. Yeah, sure. I'd be down.
Hell yeah. We gotta watch Alien first, though.
Okay. They're basically the same movie anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Except Keanu Reeves is fucking what's her name?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver.
Have Sigourney Weaver and Keanu Reeves ever been in a movie together?
Good question. I don't know.
That'd be a fucking power duo.
True. Okay, so this is really fucking silly to me. But like they obviously exist at the same time.
The people?
Yeah. But I'm saying like the way that I think of actors is that they're in their own like little like worlds, like completely separate from each other. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely, it does.
Like unless they've been in a movie together.
No. Wait,
it's like
it's
oh yeah,
the
they
weirdest
don't
thing when
exist
like
at the same
actors
time.
that both have very famous movies with each other like collab in something.
It's like oh god, you exist at the same time,
right? No, it's weird. It's super weird.
Oh,
so yeah, Alien is incredible. Alien's Duke hasn't seen it.
Not yet.
Alien is a fantastic movie.
My dad promised that he would watch horror movies with me when I was a kid, but the bad news is that he was very afraid of horror movies. So the only movies that I ever watched, because he was like, "Oh yeah, we'll go through the times, right?" So the only horror movies I ever watched, like as a kid, like with like adult supervision, was like the fucking old like black and white. Like the fucking old Frankenstein and stuff.
Alien is
I had to take it into my own hands to watch shit.
Alien's not the scariest movie in the world, IMO. The thing that elevates it for me is just how absurdly ahead of its time the effects in that movie are.
Hell yeah.
Like the effects in the original Alien, which came out in the 70s, hold up to this day.
Damn.
And I don't mean just hold up as in like, oh, if you squint. I mean like you could if you just changed like made better audio in it, and that's it. You could plug it into a modern theater, nobody would bat an eye.
I love practical effects. I love
so good.
well-utilized practical effects. I love puppetry. I love that one family who has a monopoly on just like making gory effects. Fucking kudos.
Hell yeah.
There's like, it's fucking crazy. There's literally like one family where through generations they have made like all like the fucking like gore props and stuff for like horror movies and shit.
That stuff's
like
awesome.
Good on them. What a fucking legacy. That's nuts.
It really is shot so differently from other movies at the time, Avery. Like it's I don't remember if I talked about this on stream or not. We watched The Thing recently.
Oh yeah, we did.
And first off, obviously fantastic movie. It's The Thing. What are you gonna say? But it's crazy because The Thing was made in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was, a decade past Alien, and yet it feels so much more behind the times than Alien did. The Thing is held up by incredible performances, a strong, very strong
story,
like screenplay, and the fantastic practical effects. But it does not. It feels dated.
The editing dates it.
The editing is atrocious. The movie feels dated, where Alien doesn't. It's really interesting because of how far apart those two movies are.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I will say,
there were some editing scenes that felt like it was made for like the home movie type.
That's what I was gonna say. Some of the stuff in the thing, the editing gets so bad that it actually feels like it's behind the times in a lot of cases. Which, like the practical effects bring it back. It's sort of a weird. It doesn't feel timeless at all.
It feels very timed, actually.
It feels quite timed.
Keep going.
I guess that's just kind of it. Just like it's a very, very impressive. Like it's crazy how straight up the editing is bad in it, and it's really shocking.
There are some.
I'm not gonna dance around it.
There are some fucking cuts.
There was some cuts.
So like so back in the day, when you would watch like a TV movie, right, and it would go, whoa, and it would fade out, and then it would fade back in. There was so many fucking fade outs. Excuse me.
It was edited
that felt like they were like cutting to commercial.
Yeah, it was edited like the past 10 like years of like film growth hadn't happened. Like it was weird.
It felt dated.
It felt very dated. Like older than 80s kind of dated. Like fucking that movie came out next to stuff like The Terminator. Like it's crazy.
It is crazy.
I understand why it didn't do well at the box office. Straight up, I get it. Like I think it's a very good movie. It's obvious. It's a cult classic for a reason, and it's very inspirational. The practical effects were mind blowing, and the paranoia
the tension was very
the tension
good.
is incredible. The paranoia that movie accomplishes is great.
Honestly, very much go watch it.
But I get why it didn't do well in the box office.
Yeah.
The editing was pretty bad.
The editing was a little stinky.
And I'm saying this from like a point of view of at the time. It's interesting.
But also like as an editor, you fucking get it.
Yeah, this stuff really speaks to me. This is where my eyes go.
Did I get all of it? Probably.
Yeah, weird pacing. Not the worst pacing, but weird pacing. And then just really bad cuts.
A few audio issues.
Lots of audio issues. Yeah, the microphones they used were not very high quality. For the Foley specifically. The Foley was really, really crunchy.
But it was fun. It was a great
It was a great movie. Like, I'm being negative about it. This is just like, I just think it's interesting. I guess it's interesting to talk about because of how impactful the movie was despite those flaws.
Absolutely.
Like, you talk about a lot of impactful things, and it's like, what is there to talk about in the flaws? Obviously, it was incredible, but with the thing, it's very interesting to me, because it's like, there are very obvious problems that I can see that that aren't just an aspect of the age, that are actual issues with the film, and it's interesting to be able to point those out. I don't know.
No, absolutely. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you. But that is to say, Alien was so ahead of its time, and how it is the complete opposite of that. And I get why there's a lot of comparisons to the thing in Alien, especially like at the time that was a big thing.
Especially with like the paranoia, the claustrophobia, all that good gunk.
They are trying to do two different things, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why. But I'm saying like the comparison.
No, yeah, no, I don't know. I'm clarifying.
Ah, I gotcha.
For the chat.
For the chat. Ding. Fucking. Hey, congrats! Good job on the ding noise.
Good
in
ding
this
noise.
Game. This is a very good.
Solid
ding noise.
dopamine. Solid dopamine you got there.
Dopading. Thinking about fucking Doug Dimmadome now. Remember that fucking old ass. I'm Doug Dimmadome, mayor of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Old ass, Jesus.
Old ass.
We have two completely different views on the internet age.
Well, yeah, because I was.
I know.
I was.
I'm just
back.
pointing it out. The Dimmadome memes feel fresh to me.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's silver hair. Oh, she's ancient. Oh, those wrinkles. Oh no.
I'm just saying, you weren't there. You weren't there for the classics.
No, I wasn't. I was. So here's the thing, right? You and
Whoa,
I.
it's the movie we were talking about.
Haha. But you and I are both on like the cusp of Gen Z / millennial thing. So both of us have like different experiences with the things. So like, I remember using a VHS.
I mean, I do too.
What? No. I'm saying, like, we remember using a
Oh,
VHS.
yeah.
We remember, like, the fucking burning CDs. I missed that.
Oh,
I was
classic.
talking about how nostalgic we were about it, last night.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, there's a lot of things, you know, that younger Gen Z, like, kiddos fucking don't have as much, depending on, like, their parents, I suppose. But, like, we remember quite a few of those things. I don't remember a lot of, like, the millennial video games, though, because, like, I wasn't allowed to play games as a kid. But, like, you did. So, like, it's kind of interesting kind of talking, because both of us are on, like, the edge, I guess, where we're not... Do you remember using Betamax? No.
Oh my god, Betamax.
What's
That's
Betamax?
straight up. Only know what that is because of Better Call Saul. they mention it. They mention it. Yeah.
What is it? Tell me.
It's
tell me
like
right
the fuck. I don't know exactly what it's like. It was a failed successor to the VHS, basically. Think Laserdisc.
And maybe the thing is I was so young I wouldn't know what it was called.
No, I think Betamax passed us. It also failed, so like not a lot of people used it. I remember being a kid and thinking the height of like luxury was a TV that had a VHS built in.
I remember getting extremely excited about having a duo VHS and DVD player that was like put together. Like there are two slots in it, one for DVD, one for VHS.
Yeah, that's magical.
And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking sick.
Both.
It can do both. I remember also being really bad at rewinding the VHS tapes. And I remember the point at which we got the new one with the DVD and VHS, and they had the like super rewind feature.
Yep.
Where it went so fast that it didn't like replay everything backwards. It just had like static on the screen, and then you could hear it going like because it was rewinding so quickly. And I thought that was so fucking sick.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think when we were growing up, it was kind of just DVD and VHS were both equally as popular when we were still young kids.
Yeah.
And so it kind of just was down to the family you had that based on like for what you experienced. Like I had some VHSs, but growing up we had already gotten a DVD player. I think we were early adopters.
Yeah.
So
I remember
I spent a lot of time with that, but I definitely used VHS all the time. I remember watching Recess on there. The movie.
I remember having I'm sorry, I'm like unlocking memories right now. I remember having we had a bunch of like both things. So we had like I think a Scooby-Doo movie on VHS while also watching like SpongeBob like early seasons on like the fucking DVD.
Yeah.
And that was what we were only supposed to allowed to watch because we didn't have like they wouldn't let us watch like any sort of like TV unsupervised. So we would
God,
only
your family's freaks.
we would only watch like the DVD stuff. And then during like movie nights or stuff with the family, they'd be like, what do you guys want to watch? And instead of going on like Netflix or whatever, we would have to pull away the dining table and we would have to look under like the look in a cabinet, and we had like 2 fucking layers of like DVD things that we would like look at, and we'd have to go, well, do you guys want to watch this? No, I don't feel like that. Do you guys want to watch this? Oh, I don't know.
We
about
just went to
that.
Blockbuster for us. We didn't
See, we didn't go to Blockbuster.
We did. I lived at Blockbuster because I love to rent video games. What was I gonna say? Oh shit, it's gone.
That's okay. Oh well. The only reason why I know what Blockbuster was because it was on the way to my dad's job. So sometimes when he was taking us to his work, we'd drive by it, and we'd be like, "Oh, hey, it's Blockbuster."
Blockbuster. Yeah, I went there like probably weekly.
Wow.
I would always have a game to rent.
See, I wasn't allowed to rent games and stuff. We didn't have any consoles for like a very long time.
I had every console. I liked video games a lot when I was a kid, and my parents were not very rich, but they knew it was important to me. So every Christmas and birthday, they would save up. Literally, they'd save up the entire year so that on Christmas I could get a new console, and on birthday I could get my new games.
Your family loves you or some shit.
I know, isn't
What
that
the
crazy?
hell? What the hell?
Isn't that crazy sauce?
That's
So yeah, growing
awesome
up, I
sauce.
had every fucking console under the sun, basically.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you.
Ugh.
Renting N64 games was so funny because I mean, I've told this story on stream, but you'd have other people save games on it because the games are saved on the cartridge. And as a kid, I was like 5, so I didn't understand. So I just deleted the save every time. And I like to imagine somebody was like renting it and they like had to bring it back and they were hoping to get it back later on. And then they went and it's like, no, my Ocarina of Time progress.
That's so fucking funny. And they have one and it's always named like Shopee, but it's like misspelled a little bit.
No, I was always a default gamer.
Oh, no way.
I am a default gamer. Yeah, if there is a put in your name save file thing, I to this day, I'm a default gamer. I only started putting the name in because I stream and I got a...
That's so funny.
Yeah, I've always been a default name gamer.
That's disgusting. I love you.
I love you. Rude.
Wait, hold on.
The way I see it is if there's a default name, that's just the canon name of the character, okay?
Okay. The Gay Avery says, I remember when my family saved up for a flat screen TV, which was a gigantic boxy hunk of a TV that weighed a ton.
Flat screen CRTs. I had those.
I remember when our family upgraded. So the first like TV that we ever had was like one about a little bit bigger than like the size of your head. It was this little tiny thing. And we upgraded to like a big TV. Imagine me doing like big old quotation marks above my head, where it was like, you know, something you could see from a couch, really.
Yep.
And my mom took the old CRT, and I think the VHS player at some point, and stuck it in like the garage as her like fucking like man cave type situation.
We had a bunch of TVs growing up. I don't remember. All I remember is like the default CRT that you think of. We definitely had one of those. The ones that are
and it was like fucking shit.
The ones that are reasonably sized. We had one of those.
Yeah.
I remember feeling static coming off of it.
Yeah.
I remember eventually when flat screens started coming out. My grandparents got a big flat screen. But we mostly just stuck with the CRTs for a long time. It wasn't until my uncle got a plasma screen TV. You remember when those were popular? It's in our closet right now.
Oh, yeah.
That big TV we have, yep, that's a plasma screen TV from God knows when.
God, that's ancient.
It still works.
Wow.
No burn-in either. We took good care of it.
That's impressive.
And then I know my grandparents got some like shitty little LED TVs, just small ones. LCD, not LED. Got some shitty little LCD TVs once those got popular. But I remember when I was a kid, I had a tiny little CRT, and it was about the size of your head, like you were describing. And I would play all my consoles on it. That was mine. I played my video games on it. And then, eventually, like we moved into my grandparents' place, and I plugged it into like the basic cable, and I would stay up all night watching cable on it.
Cute.
It was great.
That is great. I love you.
I love you. What a good memories.
The olden days.
I remember booting up Morrowind on that little CRT, and I was scared of Morrowind to death. So I turned on the cheats to have max health, infinite stamina, etc. And I just played the first town over and over again. Say to me, I would never leave because I was so scared.
Because of the scary crabs and stuff?
No, I mean, I've told this story before as well, but it's because the subtitles in that game freaked me out. Because one of the subtitles that you can see is, if you're walking next to a person, they can say, "Someone's watching me. I can tell." And the subtitles would pop up without me actually hearing them saying it. And so once I thought I was completely alone in like the arena of Vivek, and I saw that subtitle, and I turned it off, and I nearly cried myself to bed.
Oh, you got stuck in a creepypasta.
I did get stuck in a creepypasta. I just saw somebody's watching me. I can tell in the bottom right corner. I didn't know what was going on. I just lost my mind. Morrowind scared the shit out of me.
That's so funny.
I couldn't like go around. It's a scary game. Something about the ambient music in that game being so foreign and everything about it being so weird. It scared me shitless. But I was glued to it. I couldn't get away from it. I had to keep playing the game.
That's so funny.
It was mesmerizing.
I love you.
I love you. Of course, Morrowind wasn't the only game I replayed the intro of. I did that for every game. But Morrowind was the most because I was scared of it.
Cute. I love you.
I love you. America's cookies.
Oh my! Oh, so our upstairs neighbor, she's been
cooking.
Committing
she
warfare.
Made banana bread the other day.
She made banana bread the other day. Our vents are open because, you know, air conditioning. And she's been cooking so much nice stuff ever since she got home. And like, oh my fucking god, it smells so good. And every single day I'm so tempted to just walk up and with like a little bowl and be like, please. It smells so good and makes us so hungry.
Don't say it too loud. I don't want her to hear because she's nice enough where she probably would just totally give us some, but I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that either. She's a fucking angel. We love our neighbor.
We have a good neighbor.
We have a good, again, living situation.
Good living.
So
we got lucky. You know what I think it is?
Lucky.
It's because we didn't get this place off Craigslist or like a normal like rental place.
Yeah, we got
I made a Hail Mary
Facebook.
post on like our Facebook marketplace saying like, hey, we're newlyweds and we're looking for a place to live. And somebody reached out. This place wasn't listed anywhere. We got like direct like access to the landlord. So I think we just got lucky.
We got incredibly lucky.
We just were right place, right time.
Anyway, if you and your partner are ever like looking for like, you know,
Yeah, there's a life hack for you.
a thing, just say you're newlyweds.
Say you're newlyweds. Post it on. I mean, we were newlyweds. To be fair, we weren't.
To be
lying.
fair, we were newlyweds. No, but I'm saying it's a life hack for anyone
life
else.
hack.
Because like we weren't lying. We never lie. But like,
But you could.
but you could.
We're gonna work for that McDonald's, okay?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I love you. Seems like a lot of other people are sharing the sentiment of being afraid of Morrowind.
Yeah, Morrowind's scary.
Yeah.
Great atmosphere, but scary, scary game. I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Mhm.
Wait, didn't you play Morrowind on stream, or was that a different one? No, that was Oblivion, right?
We played Oblivion together.
Right.
I want to play Morrowind on stream eventually. It's I just need to be in the mood for it, but it is a fantastic game to this day.
Hell yeah. Once I get all my computer stuff fixed up, I want to play Skyrim VR
Fuck yeah, please.
so bad.
I'll set it up so you get the essential mods.
You're so fucking wonderful.
No, Skyrim VR is actually surprisingly good.
Nice.
It's pretty fun. Once you add the mods to like really flesh out the experience, it's actually quite fun.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so yeah, no, I know about Morrowind multiplayer. Actually,
What?
probably about a year ago, I planned to play it with Holly. Morrowind multiplayer.
Oh, I thought that was Dark Souls that you were planning to play with her.
We did both. They're both.
Ah.
We just neither of them went through.
Oh well. Holly's so fun to fucking work with.
She is. I feel bad. I ended up just having to be like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make this work because I was very busy at the time.
Yeah.
I felt bad because like I love hanging out with Holly.
Yeah, she's.
I want to hang out
wonderful.
with her more. I haven't seen her in a long, long time.
Yeah. She's doing good.
Mm-hmm.
She is so cool. I don't know if she's doing it good or not.
I hope so.
she's doing good.
I know she's a busy bee right now.
She's always a busy bee.
sure is.
It takes a lot to be so funny
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. A lot of people freaking love and appreciate her, which is so good. As it
Skyrim
should
has.
be.
Oh, sorry. I'm totally pivoting. Skyrim has multiplayer too.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. The
She-
Skyrim multiplayer mod's been coming quite far.
I love that you can crouch jump in this game.
Can you crouch jump?
You
That's
can
awesome.
fucking crouch jump to like get up to
Hell
higher
yeah.
places.
I wish crouch jumping was in more things. I get why it's not super common. It's because crouch jumping is it's kind of like a obtuse sort of. It's hard to. I couldn't figure it out as a kid. I got stuck in Half-Life because I didn't know how to do it.
Aw.
But like, I don't know. It's once you figure it out, it just feels so intuitive.
Wait, do you have to crouch jump to progress in Half-Life?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, it's just like lifting up your legs to jump up somewhere. It makes sense. Like
I
once
guess
you
so.
figure it out, it's very intuitive. They just don't explain it in the
Yeah.
game ever. The Half-Life explains it in the tutorial, but who the fuck plays tutorials?
Oh god. Half-Life has a tutorial?
Yes.
Oh.
Half-Life 2 does not, I don't think, require you to crouch jump anywhere.
Uh-huh.
And so I was able to get through that just fine. But yeah, Half-Life 1 does require you in a couple of spots. Half-Life 1's tutorial is really cool, actually. I love it. It's
Oh, yeah?
it's an in-universe tutorial. You select it separately,
Okay.
and you go through the Black Mesa training course. You're a new employee,
cute.
isn't it? So you go through and they're like, we're going to teach you how to use the HEV suit. And this is how you walk, and then they give you a gun for some reason because every scientist needs to know how to be armed with an MP5 and a
Oh,
grenade
yeah.
launcher.
That's why all the scientists are really heavily armed in the game. And they defend themselves a lot, right?
Mm-hmm. That
Right?
sounds right.
Yeah, exactly. I should probably play Half-Life legitimately
You
for
should.
once.
It's so good.
I still
Straight up, Half-Life has incredible atmosphere. It is a very tight experience. It's so fun.
I still love that Half-Life, but everything is normal.
That is the
stream.
funniest thing on the
I was
planet.
so fucking proud of that. Shout out to fucking StarTacker for making that mod for me.
Half-Life, but everything is normal is the funniest concept like I've ever seen.
Yeah.
think you got stuck in Half-Life because you got stuck without enough health to run through an electric puddle, so you needed to crouch jump it. You were stuck there for a while. So the electric puddle, there's a couple in the game. I think I know which one you're talking about because I got stuck there too. It's during Blast Pit, I'm pretty sure, where you have to turn on the electricity. There's a stack of boxes in the previous room. You're supposed to stack them forward to get past it. It's one of the most obtuse physics puzzles in the game. I have always just run through the puddle as well. But no, you're supposed to push a bunch of boxes and traverse it like that.
That's so fucking silly.
I know Half-Life so well that whenever somebody says, oh yeah, I got stuck at this part, I always know exactly what it is because I got stuck there too. Like,
awesome.
It's got a few level design quirks here and there.
You did like Half-Life RP stuff.
I did.
Although
that was Half-Life 2 RP. That's
true, but
there's a game that came out recently.
Yeah.
So it's a Half-Life 2 episode mod.
Oh yeah.
It's called Entropy Zero.
Entropy Zero.
It's the sequel to it actually. Entropy Zero came out a while ago.
Okay.
The first one came out a while ago. I never played it. I'd never even heard about it. The recent one that just came out was several years in the making, apparently. It's a fully voiced, story-based Half-Life 2 experience. You play as a Metro cop. And it is the most Half-Life 2 RP shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I booted it up just to see what it is. It's very,
from.
Probably. I haven't played a ton of it, but it's very edgy. Like, you play as... Your main character is named Bad Cop. Yeah. They're the bad cop. And, I don't know, you're, like... You kill a bunch of other Metro cops because they're like talking and theorizing you killed your daughter before the World War or something.
Okay.
And it's very much like you're like I just feel because I played as a Metro cop in Half-Life 2 RP for a while, and I know how that role play goes, and everything in the game before the action starts where you're like behind the lines and you get to see the actual like the inner workings of the Combine or whatever. It's like, yeah, I played this in a Half-Life 2 RP server. I played this shit on Grid Hive. I know what we're up to right now.
Grid Hive.
Yeah, that was the name. That was the oh my god. I don't know if I haven't talked about this in years.
Okay.
So Half-Life 2 RP. I got caught in the middle of a fucking essentially a territory war for Australians. The fight for the Australian user base for Half-Life 2 RP. Because the amount of people playing Half-Life 2 RP is very small. Okay. And the amount of Australian people specifically playing Half-Life 2 RP was also very small. And so I didn't realize, because I was too young to realize how time zones work, but I was in an Australian server. And so this server is called Grid Hive. They, like, I was just playing it like normal, and eventually, like, a bunch of, like, conspiracy-ass shit started getting, like, popping up. Like, there was people doxing and, like, DDoSing other people. Like, there was, like, fucking cyber war happening between these two server owners. And, like, one person, like, had to, like, change their username and, like, hide because they were getting harassed by so many of these people. Like, their like, online presence was ruined for a while. Like,
holy shit.
Because they were, like, used as essentially, like, a digital hitman to do some DDoSing and shit.
Oh my god.
Like, it was crazy. It was a fight. There was, like, 2 major servers, and they were just, like, fucking doing proxy
wars. You were, like, 12.
Wars. And I was, like, 12!
Internet's a crazy place.
It was wild. I walked in on my own Metal Gear Solid plot happening between just some, like, roleplay servers that were, like, vying for the very small amount of players. It's wild.
Roleplayers are vicious.
They are! Roleplayers are vicious!
Like, nobody fucking talks about it. But,
they're
like,
so vicious.
They take that shit seriously.
They do. You're almost done with this.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't order a McDonald's Coke.
Oh my god, you didn't order a McDonald's
Is it too late to add to the order?
Probably.
It's just 2 minutes left to add items, but it's only for the... Wait. Can I still add to the main order? I don't think I can.
Aww, you poor thing. I love you. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to starve. Today.
Yeah, I can't. Darn.
Oh well.
McDonald's Coke is, like, the best part of getting McDonald's.
And you missed it. You fucked up. Tisk. Oh, alright. Let's see what we got left.
I'm gonna text them. I can message them.
Climbing pole.
Hey, is it possible
to
add a large Coke to my order? If it's too late, I fully understand.
I love you.
I love you.
You love Coca-Cola so much.
What can I say?
You love Coca-Cola so much. You should get sponsored by them.
I would love that. Are you kidding? I'd chill so hard. Coca-Cola and 7-Eleven. I'd chill so hard.
Uh-huh.
Talk to DoorDash. I can't. I don't have a... Okay. I don't have a way to talk to DoorDash.
Don't do it.
I'm not gonna bother.
It's just something to remember. It's just a lesson.
It's just a lesson.
It's just a lesson. It's okay. It'll be alright. You have Coca-Cola at home.
Your DoorDash. They're probably saying to contact support or something. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna waste somebody's time with that.
Oh, absolutely not.
The only reason I even considered texting is because before I've ordered and like they've been out of something and they can call and replace it then. So I was like, maybe they have the power to just change orders on the fly, but no. Which is fine.
It is what it is.
I'm not particularly worried.
I wish that the stuff would shine more because I can't fucking tell what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Highlight it. Oh, you did. Slide platform. Well, you're not near a slide right now. Platform is probably like yeah, that.
My god. Come on.
Underneath, maybe? Oh, there you go.
Fuck, okay. Let's see what else we got. 99% small bridge floor.
Small bridge would be the other one. Not this one, but the other one, yeah. Yep. Oh, there it is. I see it, yep.
Alright.
Almost done.
Large bridge slats.
Oh, there.
Ah. You're pointing at OBS like I'm looking at OBS.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm looking at because I gotta look at chat too. It's easier for me.
Thank you for looking at chat, by the way.
Of course.
Teehee, teehee.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh my god, job's about to be complete.
Oh my god.
It's this one. It's the blue one. Other side, maybe? Oh, that one's still. Those are still glowing.
You motherfuckers. Gonna get that while I'm at it.
Yeah, please.
Oh, you.
Oh, you rascal.
You.
Oh, look at all that grime in the corner. Disgusting. There we go.
There we go.
But that's black mold right there. You just saved a life. You just saved a kid's life.
I ate it right off. Slurped it up.
Excuse me. When I was young, I was in karate and we did it's on the right side of the board. See there? The little dark part? Oh no, never mind, that was it's on the metal. There we go. There we go. We used to every summer when karate season ended, we would go to the lake and have a big barbecue. And there was a playground there, and because I was a cool kid, I'd climb on top of like the shit you're not supposed to climb on top of to get like above the playground, and I'd hang out there the whole time.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Oh, those fucking support struts are so
I know, they're so annoying to get. Do you not have like stuff to climb? I thought you could like why you're peeing? Where'd your gun go?
Let me get up on this.
Just go up around. I don't think that's gonna help.
It is.
Okay.
I see the black goop right here.
But you're not on it, so it didn't help. Now I know this sucks. This is like so difficult.
And you're all like, oh, I want to be able to clean 100% of it. Ooh. Come on. Oh my god. Come on. Come on.
Okay, I have a solution for it auto completing.
Aha!
What if when it was near done, it dinged and you could press a button to just complete it? Or you could choose to manually clean the rest of it. Like there's a button you could like right click or something and it'll go bing and then it's done. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Like an option to opt out, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like every time you finish one, it dings. And then if you press a button, it will ding again and like completely cleaned off. It'll be like the check mark, basically like, okay, this is done, and you can keep trying to clean it if you want to get the little bits left. That's what I think could work.
I love you.
Somebody's saying, don't you have a ladder?
I might have a ladder.
No, you don't need it at this point. You're just doing the underside.
Yeah.
You dealt with that.
We smelt with that. We dealt with that.
Where are you going? It's not done. Oh, you're on
there. Here.
Excuse me.
I
was so rude.
shrimply
I was so
sneaking.
disrespectful.
Backseat gaming. Mods, ban her. Oops. That's not the C button.
That's the Windows.
That's the Windows key.
Can you do this with a different nozzle? Because this is like a lot of stuff.
The thing is that if it's not this...
Yeah, this one works.
Okay. Oh, it's just in the fucking cracks.
Just like butt.
Just like butt. Cracks. Stinky, stinky, stinky.
Yay!
Oh, thank God. What else? Tower floors. Aha.
Oh.
Aha. It's just these little crack areas.
I know. Just like real life. The crack holds the muck.
Uh-huh. So true.
Climbing pole guard, tower or lower wall, and tower trim.
Climbing pole guard. Is that this?
Yep. Looks like it to me.
I'm gonna highlight them. It just makes life easier.
Yeah. Turn around?
No. Oh my God.
I swear that thing looked mucky, so I thought it was that.
I know, right? It's just there's some intentional muck and there's some unintentional muck.
It's just like
You
the
see
grain of the
there's-
wood.
There's
over there.
detail.
Okay,
on this.
tower lower wall. Highlight it.
Yeah. Tower trims. It's probably one of these bottom parts. Aha! Oh.
Oh yeah, that little like there we go.
God.
Tower lower wall. We're almost done.
We're almost done,
Oh,
baby.
up, you passed it.
There it is.
Oh,
There it is, all the way over here. Oh.
You got some like Escape from Tarkov ass footsteps
Yay!
in this game. Yay, you did it! You
Yay!
cleaned the whole playground. You
Cleaned
cleaned the whole playground. Look at that. Look at
Look
this.
at that. Look at that. Oh.
Oh man, that is satisfying.
That is satisfying. Oh, it only has some of it.
okay.
Okay. Kind of wish it saved more. Oh, wait.
No, it's got the whole thing.
It's got the whole thing.
It just
There we
kind of glitched. It like started you halfway through.
go. Yeah. There you go. Nice.
Oh no, you know what it was? You did half. We came back halfway through. Yeah.
Right. All right. I think that's a good place to call it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We got our McDonald's on the way. This is
Got our
perfect.
McDonald's on the way.
Hey,
It's perfect.
Thank
Hey.
you for having me on. I'm in love with you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
A raid phrase I think should be is ketchup wet.
Absolutely. Let's. I fell asleep. What happened? The stream's over. Goodbye.
You fell asleep. Well, too bad. Get out of here.
Too bad. All right. But before
You
we
fell
do
asleep
that,
when the bars closed.
Oh,
Oh, is Val live?
Hold on. Wait, is Val live?
Apparently.
Why isn't it letting me change my model? There we go. Okay. If you want to submit fan art, you can submit fan art to the Discord, !Discord or discord.gg/Sophie and Duke. Or you can use the hashtag Duke of Art on Twitter. I'm looking through the Discord right now. Looks like we don't have any new fan art, but I do want to acknowledge some old fan art that I accidentally skipped because it was between streams, which is a little bit old, but I still want to show it off, which is from Kirby, and they say, I've got some fan art for the stream as well. This was for the second God Game stream, which it has my shark, who is very sad, and he's holding the golem's flower, which was awesome and an incredibly emotional part of that. If you want to catch that VOD, !YouTube, by the way. And then we've got all this awesome art that happened in between everything. Let me go check the Twitter. The Twitter.
Guess what? Food's on the way.
Food's on the way. What the heck?
Hey, you know what's really funny?
What?
Every single time I order from DoorDash,
Uh-huh.
I get an Uber Eats promotion email or notification on my phone.
No
Every time.
fucking way.
Every single time.
Duke of Art.
Like I just
latest.
Uber Eats.
We got nothing new on Twitter, which is A-okay. Sophie,
Yes.
thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
I love you.
I'm gonna go check to see if Val's live.
Okay.
If that is true.
I will be back in action on the 28th, which is in 3 days. I will
Mhm.
be on Ellie Spectacular's wonderful show, Act
yeah.
Promptly, the improv show. And then at that point, I'll be back in action. I'll be streaming on my own channel again, so get excited.
Hell yeah. And also, I'm going to stream tomorrow. So
Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
You got a whole stuff ahead.
Got a whole stuff ahead.
You got a whole.
We're going to say, no, not bye yet. We're going to say hi to Val Breakbeat Bun. And our raid phrase is going to be, is ketchup wet? If you are subscribed, make sure to add an awesome emote at the end of it to spice it up a little. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Make sure to eat a snack, drink a water. Good. Bye. Bye-bye.